PIMPCAST, that would be sick. PIMPCAST.
PIMPCAST.
Mikey.
Coleman or Coleman?
Coleman.
Drew. I hate that guy.
PIMPCAST forever.
Woo! Yeah.
What's up,
Let's
pimps and players?
Go.
Hello.
How's it going, y'all? I'm so happy to be here. I've missed my boys. They were busy being all successful and stuff last week. So glad to see you. And I am so excited. We have this blonde bombshell scream queen. I am so excited. Welcome,
Hello.
Lauren.
Hi, everybody. That was probably like one of the coolest intros I think I've ever seen for a
I was
podcast.
just about to say,
That was
shout
so
out to
dope.
Mikey. Mikey
Yeah.
did
So
that within the last week or so, right?
Yeah, it must have
Yeah.
been. I was stepping away. I'm like, there's no way he's gonna actually have the intro this week. And then I'll run back. I'm like, oh my god, it's a new intro.
It was so good.
awesome.
I give
Dude,
you
the
props.
birdcage
That was so cool.
reference.
Thank you. I've been saying I would make a new intro for
He's
like
been talking about
months.
it for a month or so. I don't know how long we've been doing this. What episode 18? 18
Yeah,
weeks?
we've been doing it a while now.
I like it.
It's been fun. I'm like, oh, it's been a journey. It's like it's just been kind of fun. It hasn't really.
Well, it's cool because you include like our names and stuff like that. So yeah, if we can find more
Yeah.
stuff with Drew, maybe Vince Vaughn.
Vince
Yeah.
Vaughn.
What
did
That
Vince
was how I
Vaughn
would
do?
always. Well, no, because that's how growing up, my mom would be like, just say if people get confused with your name, just say Vaughn like Vince Vaughn. And so I've been doing that, my whole life.
Yeah.
That went over my head. I thought you meant for you. First of all, though, hello to all of our beautiful chat friends. Hey, Duke, Saw,
Yep.
Katie, Saber, B, Drew, other Drew, everybody.
Another Drew.
here. First time to
Hey.
see. I know Katie from Pop Culture Crisis, so thanks for being here. First timer, welcome.
Oh,
to
what's
the
up,
crazy
Katie?
Hi,
Good
Katie. What's up, everybody?
train. Lauren, how are you doing?
I am good. I am so excited to be here and talk with you guys.
Yeah, I saw you were on my friend Sledgehammer Horror show before.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, he's amazing. Yes.
he's the best. As is this guy, Hayden. What's up, dude? So, for anyone who's seeing you for the first time, I'm so excited to see it. You're playing Harley Quinn, and
I
it's
am.
a horror take on it, right?
It is, yes. So I'll be playing Harley Quinn in the upcoming sequel, Joker's Wild Lazarus Returns. So for anybody out there who has not seen it or who has like no idea what I'm speaking of, the original short, Joker's Wild, who starred David Howard Thornton,
Art the clown.
we decided that we're gonna make a sequel, and some of the cast is under wraps, but Joel LeBlanc, who plays Jason Todd in that film, he'll be returning. We also have Kevin Kepi, who plays the Smile creature in Smile, and also played in Barbarian. We have Bill Russell. We have so many different people, and of course, there's people that I can't disclose. But it's gonna be so massive and so big, and Harley Quinn has been a dream role of mine. So, just getting the chance to even take on the role is like a dream come true. And I promise for all Harley Quinn fans, DC fans, horror fans, I will not let you down. Be prepared to get nauseous.
Where's it gonna be at? Where can people
So
find
we
it?
are, so we're planning on doing a feature-length film for this. Our Kickstarter is now live, so if you guys want to bring the film to life, I'm sure it'll be in the description.
The links
Um,
are below.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
we
thing.
can pull it
we
up too,
have
maybe.
really cool
Awesome.
perks
Oh, yeah.
available.
He's better at this than I am. I should have had it pulled up. I'm getting it pulled up.
Ha! You got it, Mikey?
Yeah, sorry, go on.
Okay.
I'm
No,
getting it.
yeah,
You're
no,
good.
that's awesome. I've been following Harley Quinn. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. She came out during the Batman the Animated Series,
Yep.
right?
Correct.
And then
Yeah.
from
Joker's
there,
favorite.
jumped into the comics, movies, all that,
Games, everything. Yep.
everything. Yeah, and those are wild shows. Like
Oh,
even
yeah.
for a kid show in the 90s, and that was my age. I was like whatever, 10, 12 at the time, and it was like, she was like talking back and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. And then Joker was like, doing certain stuff on a couple
Joker,
episodes.
Joker's Joker.
Yeah, of
You
course.
know, yeah. So I'm
But
just so excited, and like I think that what differentiates the, like you said, like the version of Harley Quinn that you immediately think of from, my performance of what I'm gonna bring out with this is if you watch the first short, you know how dark and gritty and gory it is. We are taking it a whole other notch. So Harley is gonna be sadistic, mentally unstable, crazy, bloody. Things are gonna get really messy, and
Do
it's
you, do
gonna
you
be a
relate
version.
to
It's a
that?
version. No, absolutely not. No. Well,
Because I do. I
I'm
feel
only
like
crazy. I'm only crazy when I'm like partying. I'm not really a party
Mm.
girl, but when I do party, I can get a little crazy. And then I'm trying to think about when I have my morning coffee. Nothing makes me happier when I have my morning coffee. So I guess
I'm
I'm
just a crazy
pretty
bitch at
hyped.
all times.
I
You're
used
like
to
I'm ready
be
to go.
I used to be a crazy bastard. Now I'm
Yeah.
just a
You,
bastard.
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
you're the most
I feel like
normal
I'm
of all
so
of us.
lame here. Oh my gosh. I'm not
No,
okay
no,
at all.
I'm lame nowadays, but I don't know. I still have fun. I travel. Met these guys at
I travel
events.
too.
Do
Yeah.
you get out? Do you go to events or anything?
I
Meetups?
do. I
Okay.
do. So yeah, I do a lot of convention appearances. I'll be traveling to Arizona, New York, Pennsylvania, as well as for Joker's Wild, I'll be flying out to LA.
Where are
So
you
for a
from?
few, I'm from Jersey.
Same. I'm from Jersey.
I'm from New
Yeah.
York. My
I
mom's
do a
from
lot of
Jersey.
cons too. Which
Oh
ones are
my
you
God.
going to?
So I'll be appearing at StellarCon. This is in Pennsylvania,
I'm
and then
missing that.
Hudson Valley Horror Fest. That's in New York, and then Flagstaff CreepyCon in October. It's hard for me to like remember every.
Trust me, I
Start
have
saying it
literally a
over and over again.
spreadsheet.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
doing with my music stuff. Is like
yeah,
people are
hey.
asking me about it, and there's 40 shows all summer. Like 10 of them already done, but
Yeah.
I just got to keep them up in my
You gotta keep
memory. And
track. You gotta keep track. I have everything written
yeah,
down in the calendar because if I don't, I will forget
the
everything.
more you say
So,
it, the more it'll just come
oh
out
yeah, for
naturally.
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
I hope to meet you two there at either
which one?
one. Oh my God,
Hudson
either one.
Valley or yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm doing a ton of shows. I'm looking at Hudson Valley.
I'm
They're
more
like
in the winter time, so more
Once I have
winter.
my
I'll
horror
be
booked out,
Okay.
yeah.
like I
MegaCon. Well, I guess that's getting more into
Mhm.
like spring now. Like it
Yeah.
it's
was in
April.
February, and then they went March, and now it's like May or something.
Okay.
But
Okay.
MegCon is awesome. The whole convention of MegCon is getting outrageous, but now like the side parties and Universal Studios is like
Yeah.
where to be when they have
Yeah.
that. Yeah, because they close down Universal Studios after like 7 p.m. and then it's only people that get an extra pass
Get
from
the extra pass.
MegCon, and it's
Yeah.
so fun, so fun.
Well,
these
I
two are
hope to
more
meet
like
you guys eventually. Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
We'll be in touch.
these two are more
Yeah.
like classical nerds. I'm just a horror nerd.
I'm an everything nerd.
I'm
Horror,
a horror nerd
gaming.
too.
I'm everything. Love gaming. I'm a huge gamer.
What
Huge
are your
gamer.
favorite video games?
Oh God, where do I start? I mean, COD. I
Which
love
one?
Overwatch, Halo, COD. What do you mean? Like every
Yeah.
single version.
I know,
mean,
but
I've played all the way back to 360. I love.
that's when I got done 360. So that
What?
That's
we
when
kind
when
of
I got
split.
started.
I kind of passed the ball to you.
I
Yeah.
love Nintendo, so I love Smash competitively.
Nice.
I mean, I am a little bit of a Fortnite girly, but I don't play it in
Thank
the way that
you.
I
Me
listen. I
too.
play
Mike,
it
of
very.
course
I
you
play
like
it.
Fortnite. Lauren,
I
you're
play
forgiven.
OG. I play OG. I play OG
Well,
because
like the
Battle
single
Royale
player?
is nuts. I can't keep up with
Wait,
the
you play
stuff
that?
they're
You're the
adding.
only person. You play like the story mode of Fortnite?
No, it's just OG.
It's like the OG. It's the most like simplistic.
Is that like build or no
easy-
build?
Yeah, I don't do build. Too
No,
much.
no
Too much for
build.
my brain. Too much for my
No.
brain.
They'll
Like
have
if
like
I'm
an entire
because
hotel built.
I always game and I always have snacks with me. It's too much for me to like. I just want to like shoot people and win
Right.
first place, you know, and
That's how I
and
feel every day.
emote on people. Nothing's better than like getting them knocked and then doing Gangnam Style. It's like one of I think the best emotes in the game. I love it. It makes people very mad. Hi to anybody who's lost me. Hi. Hi.
Nice.
How are
No.
you?
Played
I'm keeping up.
That's all.
Friday the
No,
13th
that's how it
game.
goes with the audience. Like they
No.
gravitate towards
We're
certain things.
nerds. So
We're all. Oh, I love it. I love it. The chat can
Except
ask
for
questions
Mike.
too. I'd love to. Except for Mike.
Oh yeah,
Mike is
I
the diversity hire. He's a gay guy.
Shut up, Vaughn.
I think if you love horror, then like there has to be a part of you that's also a nerd. In a
Yeah,
sense.
well, I guess
You
that's
know,
a good question.
Thank
like
you,
a
Lauren.
movie, like a movie
qualifies
nerd.
as- What qualifies is because like movies will be like, oh, I'm a cinephile, and they get a pass. But then if it's like if I'm like because I'm into that stuff too. But then once I start
Yeah.
getting my comic book nerd stuff, like that's
Yeah.
nerd stuff, and I'm like,
I
I don't
think
care.
I think
you know?
It's all
if you're a part of
passions.
any fandom,
Yeah, it is.
I even hate the word nerd. I really do.
Oh,
'Cause
I love it.
I
I
think
embrace it.
I think that like anybody could be super involved with something they love and like
Yeah,
you're a
it's all what
nerd.
you're passionate about. You know, maybe what you grew up
Exactly.
on, or what you still
Whatever.
spend your free
Yeah.
time or disposable income on.
Yeah.
That's
And
kinda
listen,
how it
if
goes.
being a gamer is being considered a nerd still in 2026, like
I
get with
feel
it.
like everyone's a nerd
Get
now.
with it. Seriously, right? Come on.
Yeah.
Lauren, did you ever
Speaking
play
of
the
like
Friday the 13th
when it comes to like
game?
horror and Batman, like all the Arkham series,
Yeah.
and especially like the
Mm.
Scarecrow stuff, like that's more what I'm about. Like that,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah,
I
third
love
person,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
There's this one horror. This like genuinely scared me, and I don't get really scared by much. This is one horror comic called Arkham Asylum. It's not related to the game at all, and it
Oh.
is drawn like horrifying. It's like a straight up horror comic as a Batman comic. It's nuts.
What?
Oh, yeah, let me see if I can find it. It's on
Oh,
my
I'm
shelf.
intrigued now.
Yeah,
Let me
Arkham
bring up
Asylum.
some
has,
chats.
like, this-
Duke
Will
with
it
the
be
important
nice?
question: will it be
Will it
more or
be-
less terrifying than the Lady Gaga Joker musical?
It'll be how do I say it? If you watch the original Joker's Wild, right? There's no singing. There's no Lady Gaga.
Mhm.
I'm sold.
If I don't know what you consider terrifying. Terrifying as in like blood and guts. It'll be up a
Oh,
notch.
Well, they're
It'll be
talking
up a
about how
notch.
bad Joker 2 is, or the joke, whatever that number 2
I wasn't
was.
a fan. I wasn't a fan.
I
I
don't think
opted out
anyone
of it.
was.
I did not watch that one. I heard enough word of mouth where it's just like,
Yeah.
nope. And
Yeah.
the first one was just so good. Sometimes
the
it's
first
like
one
that
was really
lately.
good. The first one was good. Thank
We were just
you.
talking about that related to Spider-Man in like the last 6 years since
Oh, that's-
Endgame, where it's
Yeah.
just like I'm okay like opting out of stuff that might not be good because it will
Yeah.
ruin the stuff
The
that came
rest.
before it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm the kind of person that I feel like, there's even movies going around like currently right now, that like are having horrible reviews and like, and listen, some of it, it's really worth believing the bad reviews because like if it's enough bad reviews for a good reason, then
Yep.
okay. I don't know. I kind of like try to go in with just like even with the recent Spider-Man movie. I love Spider-Man, and I went in with very low expectation. Went in, and my boyfriend and my family we loved it. So I think that if you go into a franchise that you love, just chilling. Okay, I don't have any crazy expectations. Don't look at spoilers, which is hard to do these days. I think you'll be good.
Yeah,
But
that's what
considering
I did
the
with
bad
Spider-Man. I
reviews,
went in at low expectations or
yeah.
just enough. And then I went in, how do they say, dry or clean, basically like I didn't watch any reviews
Yeah.
or any previews, any
Yeah.
even any like trailers. I'm just like, nope, I'm
My
going
boyfriend's
in.
the same way. He won't
Yeah,
watch like
I
any
can't do
trailer.
it nowadays.
Yeah.
But I will watch
I don't
every
have that
review.
willpower.
And that's why I watched it the first thing at noon on Thursday. And then
Okay,
after
okay.
that, I'm watching everybody's reviews because I want to
Yeah.
have my opinion first and then hear other opinions and
I love that.
put it together like some
Yeah.
kind of crazy puzzle.
I usually don't
love
listen to
that.
reviews, but I did recently with the Ice Cream Man. Only
I've been
because
hearing about that. Yeah.
my
yeah.
best friend Greg, who I dragged to many movies, he holds a movie grudge like you would never believe. If I pick a movie that sucks, you'll be hearing about it a decade from now. So
Ooh.
I'm like, thank God I listened
Ooh.
to the reviews, didn't drag him to it because I would never hear the end
You
of
would
it.
never stop hearing about it. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to pull up. Where is it? Tim's chat.
Well, and
Listen,
nowadays we talked about this is like
What's the
movies are
legal
like
rights?
$20.
Mhm.
My eyesight
there-
is horrible. Please don't. What?
Oh no, same. Tim, what are the legal rights around something like this? Like, are you guys just allowed to do it, or is it like, do you say it's inspired by?
For sure. Yeah. So we, obviously it's owned by Warner Brothers. So this is, a fan film and it's under that categorization of a fan film. So, we can have fun with the characters. Obviously respecting the rights to the source material. Not doing anything too crazy, too horrific. So yeah, it's just, it's under fan film. So, and we're just appreciating the characters and kind of putting our own horror inspired twist with it, which nobody's done before. So yeah,
That's
it's a lot of fun.
amazing.
It's
That's
all
cool
fun.
that
It's all
they
fun.
allow for that.
Yeah,
I've always
sure.
felt that like the fan films, because they have nothing to gain economically, and because they're humbled by
Yeah,
life and they tend to often be closer to the source material, and I tend to
for
really
sure.
like that. Like, and people go, it's just it looks like a fan film. It's like, first of all, I've seen fan films that have looked better than some of the stuff Hollywood actually
Yes.
puts
Yeah.
out. Let's be
Yep,
honest.
especially
That's what we're
nowadays.
shooting for. We're shooting for something that like is
Mhm.
just insane. And we want to, again, like what you just said, like we're all DC fans. We're all, David dreams of being the Joker. He got to
Mm.
portray the Joker. I love Harley Quinn. She's been my dream role. Like I've been cosplaying the character for 7 years. I love Harley Quinn. So this is insane to me. Joel loves Jason Todd and loves Robin. So it's everybody who's putting into this project right now, all the cast, all the crew, we all had like a special connection to it. And that's what makes, I think, the fan film just so much fun. Because it's coming from a place of love, where we support the fans like they support us, and that's all it's about to us. So
I love how so many people in chat, "What's up, Sammy?" are like, "I'm in. I'm sold."
oh,
Good
thank
stuff.
you.
Sammy, no,
Sammy's a
he's
big
awesome.
Batman fan.
Sammy's
Yeah.
I
right
will
there.
I will mention this, that by the time maybe this is up, I'm not sure, but this is only for the live folks on here. Our Kickstarter right now, we have a perk. There's 5 slots left, so it is going quick. You can have your name on my weapon, the bat. You can have your name on a Harley Quinn's bat as a victim. It'll be read off during a scene. It'll be displayed. So if anybody wants to grab that, now is the time to do it. There's 5 open. There's only 5 left out of
Wow.
20. So definitely, if you guys want to check it out, my Instagram's Lauren Alenia. It's link in our bio. Definitely grab those slots while they're open, because I think that's like one of the coolest perks ever. We're gonna have your name on the weapon that I'll be
I've always wanted my
doing some
name to
fun stuff
smash
with.
someone's head in.
Yeah. So
Your
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Mikey, your name could be on a weapon that
movie
could be
prop,
used
yeah.
for violence in a court of
Yeah.
law.
Yeah.
Exhibit A.
I'm so excited for that. See, this is
Thank
why,
you.
Drew, you're the nicest one, because I was waiting for. I thought you were gonna say that's the only smashing you're doing.
Oh my God!
My
Stop.
mind doesn't go there for some reason. I don't know.
No, you're the nice one here. I was gonna say, by
Someone's
the way,
got to
I
be. Someone's got to
did
be.
Art the Clown hat tonight.
I feel like Drew makes me go, well, someone has to create false conflict, and I'm like, I guess that's me.
Oh
I
my
guess.
gosh.
No, this looks great. I use Kickstarter a lot personally, so yeah. I mean, getting the circulating is always the rough part. Dude, it's
For
the
sure.
sitting there, like waiting for things to roll in, is the roughest part of any crowdfunding.
I think it's
campaign.
so exciting. It's exciting for all of us, really. I think there's so much that's going on right now, like behind the scenes too, that I can't even really disclose yet. But there's so much that we're putting our love into, because we do want this to be an interactive fan experience. We don't just want this to be crowdfunding. We want you to become a part of the film, and with every perk, with every promotion, that's what we're aiming for. And we're not using boosts, we're not using AI, we're not using anything like that. We solely want this to be just a general fandom loved backed project. And if you guys right now want to call Harley Quinn, you can at 862-236-2192. If you want to give Harley Quinn a call, she may call you back. If whoever leaves the best voicemail will get an 8x10 autographed signed print by me in the mail. So go call Harley Quinn, guys. She's waiting for you.
Did one of you guys
I
write
love
this
it.
down?
For sure.
It's on Instagram.
862-236-2192.
I think this is so true too, and it's what you said, Lauren. Basically, that
Yeah.
it's in the title, fan film. Unlike a lot of these Hollywood things where they make the
Mhm.
effort to hire people who hate these properties, I feel like most of our, at least for me, most of my beloved franchises have
Yeah.
just been destroyed at this
Oh,
point.
don't even get me. This is why, like, it's an abusive relationship. Everyone's telling me, like, oh, the new Spider-Man is good. And I'm like, don't give me hope. Don't get, like, dude,
I
I'm
will
a
promise
huge,
you. I will promise. Have you seen it? Because I don't want to like
no,
spoil.
I'm a
You
huge,
haven't
but I've
seen
been
it.
hearing,
It's
the
good.
spoilers
It's
I've been
good.
hearing sound, and this is me, I'm trying not to be a negative Nancy. Let me get this
Yeah.
off the chest. To me, it sounds like someone read the synopsis of my favorite X-Men storyline and said, I'm not going to read the actual story. And then a bunch of people who also read the synopsis said this is comic accurate. And I don't want to
Mhm.
sound like an ass, but that's what it seems like.
You don't listen. Everybody has their opinion, and I
Yeah.
promise you. I think
I
for
have
someone who grew up, loving Spider-Man, and I
Mhm.
know this fandom's huge. This fandom is
Mhm.
huge. So
Oh, yeah.
obviously, the writer, the director, everybody on that set, and again, this comes maybe from even an actor's standpoint. Like you could watch it and just see, yeah,
You
you
nerd.
could see how much they put into this film, and I promise you, you'll go into it. It might not be your favorite, but it is good.
I mean,
It
it's
is
not.
good.
Look,
You
the
know?
first Spider-Man movie, the Tobey Maguire one, is never going to be topped, and that's okay.
It's so iconic. I watched it
Yeah.
the other night. Get out of
But
here.
I know
This, by
people
the
keep talking
way-
about
Oh, it's so
Spider-Man
good.
2, and I'm like, that's awesome. I really can't decide between 1 and 2
I
because
can't
1 has
either.
Willem Dafoe.
This
A
is
lot
the
of people
Batman
say that.
comic, by the way, that I was talking about, the horror Batman comic.
Ooh.
That's
What's
Oh,
it
send
called?
that send that my way. Give me like a link or like an Amazon link.
All
or
right,
something. Make
yeah,
sense.
Amazon-
I need to study. I need to study.
Yeah. So wait, speaking of which, I wanted to ask you about that. Did you
Sure.
read any comics or anything to get into the role? I know this. You said this
I
is
have
kind of a
I have
different
three
depiction.
like thick comic books up there, specifically like Harley Quinn.
One, I mean, I don't know if it's not really that twisted. It's kind of the opposite, actually. But one that I recommend definitely
What
is
is it?
Gotham City Sirens. So
I
basically,
have
that
been recommended that a lot.
yeah. So Sirens
Yeah.
is basically Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and Harley Quinn are like just basically roommates, and it's just a series of adventures they have. Harley's
Okay.
trying to get away from the Joker, so
Mm.
she's not as sinister. Like, I do want to see, and I'm actually glad you guys are doing this because I'm kind of sick of redeemed Harley, because it's like, dude, Harley
Yeah.
has done some horrible stuff, and they just kind of go, oh, you. It's like, no, she's done like
She's
horrific
crazy.
acts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they just go, yeah, but she got better. It's like, did she? Like,
This is I think the funnest topic. I love speaking on this. I really do.
Mhm.
I think this is the most challenging part of taking on this version of Harley Quinn, because this is not a version that's been done. So with Aaron's vision, he calls it the nightmare variant of Harley Quinn, because this is going to be really focused on, you know, warning here for sensitive topics. It's going to be focused on mental health. It's going to be
Mm.
focused on codependency, abusive relationships, manipulation, DID, which is a personality disorder, all these different mental illnesses that are very real. And it's a very real struggle for a lot of individuals out there. And I have been an advocate for mental health, for anti-bullying. I mean, since I was 15, that's where I started. I was a social media influencer. And so, with this challenge of really bringing out the most disturbing side of Harley, I'm excited because it is challenging, like I said, as an actor. But it's also going to show the viewers the not so sexy Margot Robbie shorts panties Harley Quinn. This is going to be very realistic, very disturbing. And it's just going to bring out like the really realistic side of being in a shitty relationship and being manipulated and needing another person to feel like you could be alive. So
Yeah,
that's going to really be shown.
I
with
get what
this
you're
version.
saying. Because, yeah, I mean, over time, you experience life at,
Right.
like you
right.
said, teenage, 20s,
Yep.
college, first job, all that kind of stuff. While, both in friendships, dating, all that stuff like that.
For sure.
And so you got to figure out your own stuff
Right.
while also figuring out how to be with somebody else or in a group project or on a business team or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of people don't know how to find themselves while
Right.
also trying to, fit in with the expectations of whatever that
Exactly.
is.
And
And a lot of people get lost in that.
She has such a tragic backstory as well, even prior to Joker, because she didn't grow up in the best home life. And she did have really crappy relationships and just weird relationships. I read something where she dated a guy previously to Joker where there was a bully or a girl that was picking on her, and the guy killed her for Harley. And Harley like really got a kick out of that and really liked that. And mind you, this was prior to Joker. So
Mhm.
there's always this question, and I want chat to answer this. I want to know your thoughts, guys. This is gonna help me here. Do you think, and I want to know your opinions too. Do you think Harley created herself or Joker created Harley?
I was gonna say, is it bad that that's like my relationship goals?
Oh
Yeah,
my
I mean,
god,
Can't get a guy to
no,
text me
no,
back.
no,
He's
no,
out here
no.
killing for her.
So this is where one of the more fun ones with Batman's history, because Harley
Mhm.
is such, for how iconic she's become, she's such a recent character. Like the fact
Right.
that she's debuted in the animated series. So it's not like I have to, because normally we get in these Batman discussions like, well, in the golden age in the 30s it was this, and they retcon that. It's we don't have to do that because we saw it unfold on TV.
Right.
You know, obviously that part wasn't there, but Harley, clearly something wasn't right with her. That's
Yeah.
always the case, and I guess it would depend on the writer. And DC is always revising shit to an insane, infuriating degree, where they get everyone's right and wrong at the same time.
Yeah.
But I would say, I mean, I don't know that the Joker created her, because she gets away from the Joker, and she doesn't even like really. There's always something off about her. She never goes back to her personal, the way she was. And she's not like Two-Face, where Two-Face has a thing, or Clayface, where he has he's these abilities. She could more easily reform if she wanted to.
It would take a lot of therapy that she
would.
does not want to do. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and she was a therapist, right? Or
Right.
she was
Psychiatrist.
a psychologist.
That's always how it is. These therapists are sicker than anyone.
Dude, and that's both
I
her
know.
and Scarecrow were both worked at Arkham Asylum before being in prison there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they think they'd be on the lookout for that now. I'd be like, all right, doctor.
Yeah, right.
What's cool
don't take it too far.
In that comic book, actually, Arkham Asylum, it dives into the history of. But first of all, I didn't even know this, but like Arkham comes from Lovecraft's work. I didn't know that, but they were Lovecraft. So Arkham is basically the place where a lot of the stories are set out of.
Yeah.
Anyway, they repurposed that for Arkham. But what's interesting is in the comics, Jeremiah Arkham, who founded it, also has a very troubled past. And one of the inmates he ends up getting, I won't spoil it if you end up wanting to read it, but he has a horrible, tragic turn of events and ends up getting imprisoned in his own asylum. He goes insane. So Arkham in the comics has a dark history. So it's like Harley kind of falls into that same cycle. I wonder if that's been explored, that like Harley kind of continues the legacy. But yeah.
What Chad has to say, Maddie, my beloved Maddie, says, I think the Joker was Harley's permission. It was also there, but she needed a yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because it's not my fault.
Animated version, she was a mediocre student who slept her way to good grades. God, I should have done that. Then Joker manipulated her, shooting over her head.
There is some truth to that.
Mike says, I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Clinton says, hey,
I love
Harley,
these comments. You guys are so amazing in the chat today.
Oh, they're the best.
I love
Harley
them.
chose the Joker, completed the choice. 80 asks, is Harley using bad relationships because she's searching for the dad she didn't have?
That's deep. Yeah. There's always that question of, was Harley just not good? And then Joker put it out of her, or is it, that Joker really embraced it and took advantage of her and destroyed her mind mentally? And it goes to so many different versions, where even in the animated series, which is one of the most iconic versions of Harley, Arlene
That's all I'm
Sorkin.
thinking about right now. Yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P. to the legend. We get a version of Harley that's obviously very kid-friendly, cutesy, but there's still really dark shit. Her, for example, the scene in Mad Love, which is like one of her most iconic scenes, where she turned the little fishies upside down.
Yes.
Turned Batman upside down so the fishies would be smiling.
Yeah.
And Joker completely lost his shit and threw out a window.
Yes.
And that's it's the thing of where
I
people
feel like that's kind of where I grew up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like when I watch that, I'm like, whoa, that's how relationships can be, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not all
and then she
Disney.
falls
Absolutely.
right back.
I went from Aladdin
She goes
to
right
that.
back. Yeah.
Maybe in the same week. I don't know. But
I
And
think
there's
that's
always
part of
the thing where it's like, does she? I think it's a compulsion. Like she sees Joker as an addict. She's addicted to him. She needs him. At least she feels that way. She feels that either she cannot go back to her regular life without him or because of him, and she needs him. She loves him, or she thinks that she loves him. I don't know if I think maybe that Harley does love him, but I don't think it's the right, correct type of love. I think it's a very demented, sick, dark way of loving somebody. And again, like codependency, obsessive disorders and stuff. And he takes advantage of it.
Am I reading this right? Mad Love was aired as the final episode of Batman, the new Batman animated adventures in
Really?
1999.
I
That's
thought that was
insane. There's no-
Judgment Day.
I don't know. what
Yeah,
that
me
means.
too. Yeah.
Wow.
Huh.
What? Because when on my DVDs, it's Judgment Day.
Did you
I don't
grow up
know.
with all this too, Lauren? I kind of missed the boat a bit. Like I've seen
You can catch it.
the
Dude. You
movies.
can catch it. Like I caught reruns. It doesn't
I
matter.
did. That's what I
It's-
did. Yeah.
It's a masterpiece. The animated series is so
Yep,
fucking
it's
good.
on
so
HBO
good.
Max right now.
It's exactly.
I've seen
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
every episode. I think there might be a few I've missed, but
It's like a stress reliever. I can turn on that. And speaking of Spider-Man the animated series, X-Men,
Yeah.
and it's just like
yeah,
escapism for a little bit. Then you got to go back to
for
our
sure.
reality of 2026.
That's what I do.
Whatever
With
this
like the Terrifier movies.
simulation
Those are
is.
my comfort films. It's so cool though. Just hearing you talk about it, Lauren, though, is that I feel like it's such a
Yeah.
contrast to like, you could tell how passionate you are about it.
For
And
sure. Oh, thank you.
what I was saying, that all of these franchises getting destroyed, it's usually by people who don't know anything about it, have
You
no
don't have the
passion for it.
passion. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
and don't care. They don't look down on it almost. Not even almost. Straight, like I had to read that. It's like yeah, it's your job. Yeah.
yeah.
Like
That's why I'm so excited to take on the role, because like again, like I've studied the character. I
Mhm.
know the character. I've mastered the voice, I've mastered the poses, the mannerisms, her quotes, her catchphrases. Like there's just so much about Harley Quinn, and I said it in an interview, I'll say it again. There's so many layers to her. Because when you think Harley Quinn, you either are thinking Arlene Sorkin or Tara Strong,
mhm.
or Margot Robbie. I think those are like maybe the top three that you think of. And
Mhm.
each of them brings something different to the table for sure. And I really want to just kind of grasp every iconic thing. And mind you, I've been doing so much research, studying YouTube videos, comment sections in
Good
YouTube videos
job.
about Harley, Instagram comments. I'm like digging deep because I want to not only be the best performer as Harley, but again, like there's an expectation with Harley Quinn. And with any actress who plays Harley Quinn, there's an expectation for fans and for, the actress. So I've been doing a lot of research, and I'm gonna really be pulling different inspirations and different things people love about each Harley. And I'm gonna be incorporating that into my performance.
This is so refreshing, genuinely. Here,
Oh,
like an
thank
action.
you.
Like even when I'm like,
Thank you so
here are
much.
these like comics you should check out. You're not like this nerd. It's like more material.
Like,
and
yes,
that's
more
so
material. Please
perfect.
send my way. Yes.
Yeah, someone in chat said a huge difference compared to like Rachel Zegler talking about Snow White.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Good point.
It's like
Who's that,
yeah,
Mike?
no,
to get
I-
paid.
Mike
Most
H?
people would
promise
pay
you.
to play versus
I
get paid.
promise you, I swear, I promise you, I'm not gonna let you down. For anybody who's contributing to the Kickstarter, to anybody who's following the Instagram, to anybody who's just watching these live streams, just genuinely engaging and supporting.
Well, yeah, you're putting the
you know-
time and effort into it, both on the screen
Yeah.
on the screen that you're doing, and then on the screen right now, and then behind the
Sure.
scenes.
I love talking with you guys. Are you kidding me? This is not a
Yeah,
chore.
no,
Come
like
on,
you
this
just
is
brought
not
up
a
a bunch
chore.
of like names of the shows, and I'm like, yeah, that's like ringing a bell.
Yeah.
And
Let
yeah,
me,
and
I want
then
to pull
like
up the
Tara Strong,
Kickstarter.
for some reason, like in
Oh,
the
please
last couple
do.
years, she started following me on X, and I'm like,
Really?
is this the real Tara Strong? And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, because I just started posting about all the different animated series.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and the Comic
And
Cons
it's
and
so
stuff.
cool. It's so cool to like, cause I do convention appearances, and it's so cool seeing Harley cosplayers and fan art and fan gifts. I've been given so much stuff, and it's so incredible.
Yeah.
It's so beyond incredible. And I'm looking at, I have a whole shelf of just fan gifts. Fan art. I have 3D printed stuff. I have a figure made of me as Harley. A plushie, like a doll, everything you can imagine. And every day I wake up and just look at that, and I'm just like, that makes me feel like I'm doing something right.
That's
To
excellent.
know that I'm like making these people so happy makes me
You're-
happy.
Lauren, you're doing the impossible. You're making me
Oh.
excited to see a comic book movie.
Oh, yes.
I want to pull up the Kickstarter, but first, so you get to this bitch's
Yeah.
super chat, Duke. Mikey
Yep.
grew up with Adam. Man, fuck you. I'm not that old.
Hey, okay, I'm gonna make
60s.
people be like, what? So I get two ends here. One, I look 15. Or two, I look like I'm like, late 20s, early 30s. I get two ends. I'm 24.
That's about what I would guess.
Okay.
I don't even guess anymore with people.
I identify as 24.
Okay.
27.
I'll tell you this. I don't think there's ever been a Harley Quinn that has been 4'11" though.
You 4'11"?
You're 4'11.
I'm
There you go.
4'11.
Short queen.
That's all right.
This
Women can
you
be short.
compensate with the hammer, and you're good.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Like,
Sammy,
tiny
my
but crazy.
beloved.
Sammy.
Oh, thank you so much, sweet Lauren. I'd
Aw,
offer help, but you already seem like
thank
you understand the job. And that's from like Batman super.
Yeah, this guy's awesome.
Sammy knows
his
more.
DC.
Sammy knows more than me. He's very.
I
He has a
appreciate you,
podcast.
Sam. Actually, I'll do this. I don't do this often, but thanks so much, Sammy. I appreciate it.
Woo!
There you go. That was worth $10.
That was
What's
awesome.
up?
Or 7 after YouTube. Maybe 5 after
Jealousy.
taxes.
Hi, Drew.
That
I
was-
heard you're a really big fan of my work.
That is awesome.
Incredible.
Vaughn.
Yeah. Shout out to
Reading
Sammy.
those
He did a show
comments.
on Saturdays, I believe. Batman, DC, villains, stuff like that. I don't want to get it wrong, but yeah, awesome show. I've been on there.
What are
Plan to
we
do
doing
a lot
here? Oh
more.
my gosh, you're just exposing me like that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, this is. Gotcha. This is good.
No, it's awesome. And like I said, the
Thank
links are
you.
below. So
Yes.
follow Lauren and subscribe to this. I want to play.
Hey everybody,
There's
Joel
us.
Blanc. Kevin Kepi here.
It's Lauren Alenia.
Who would've
That's
thought I'd
me.
come back? I am
Yeah.
so excited to be part of Joker's Wild.
Massive thank you to you, the fans. The encouragement, the love, and support that you guys have been showing is absolutely incredible.
When the script was first
But yeah, here's the link is in the description. So check it out. I'm like a
Incredible.
broken record saying support indie art, support
Yes.
stuff like this. This is amazing.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Anybody who's watching who wants to go ahead and contribute, you guys mean the absolute world to us. And again, we're bringing something that is purely just coming from our love for the fandom and these characters. And we want to really convey these characters in the most accurate comic way. And we're not going to let you down. If you love horror, if you want to see like a really dark, realistic take on all of these characters in this universe.
Lauren, do you know the
you know.
Saska sisters that do horror
Who?
movies? And Saska sisters,
Mm-mm.
twins,
Yeah, they might be
do
a good
horror
connection to
movies
make.
and
Yeah.
comics and stuff like that. They're awesome.
Okay,
That'd be a
okay.
good pairing for sure.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Yes, for sure.
They did a movie called American Mary. I still haven't seen it, but it's
I haven't
supposed
seen
to
it yet.
be.
I think I've heard of it. I think
It's
I've heard
supposed to be beyond messed up.
Really?
And they're super
Oh.
awesome with their fans and conventions and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Well, I hope to meet them one day. That'd be
Yeah,
so cool.
If
so
you
cool.
cross paths, you'll get along.
I'll
for
tell
sure.
them. I'll be like, yeah, Drew told me
Yeah,
about you.
Drew Outstanding.
Yeah.
They'll know who I am. I'm not throwing that just because. Yeah, they kind of met me almost at my worst.
Oh no.
Long story, but I was in a wheelchair. I was trying to get out, go to events.
Oh
I
my
got
gosh.
a crazy medical story I don't want to get into right now.
Oh, no,
But
you're
they
good.
were awesome. They came up and like gave me hugs and they're
Oh,
like, "Oh no, you got this!" And I was wearing like a bandana, and they're like, "Oh, you get off like Snake vibes from
hey, Metal Gear Solid.
Metal
Yes.
Gear Solid." Yeah, so
Yes. Yep.
No.
And by the
Yeah,
way,
you
look
can
at
do
this
that.
badass now.
super
Abraham
authentic. Yeah, authentic.
Mhm,
that wins
mhm.
everything now
Yeah.
these days.
I would love to like answer fan. I can't see. I don't know if I can see chat. Is there a way to see chat for me, or I don't know if I can see.
Probably.
comments.
I don't know what you're on.
I don't know either. Ah! It's okay though. Either way. I know. Mike's in charge of pulling up the comments, but I would love to like.
This is awesome. Sounds amazing.
Oh, thank you. For sure, I'll be here for 5 more minutes because I do have a table read. But
Oh, you got to get going.
Is it for this?
Yeah. No, other projects. I'll be filming a different film.
Well, and that's what's tough is
tunnels.
like I know this as
Yeah.
well. You're working on one project and you're promoting it, and then you got to
Yeah.
work on the next one, and then kind of go back and forth.
It's a
and then
lot
keep
of work.
track of,
I'll
like,
be
the-
filming
and-
all day Sunday. it's a lot of work, but it's what I'm passionate about. So I never look at it as like,
Well, it
ugh,
pays off
you
long
know?
term, just like we've
Yeah,
been
for
talking about.
sure.
You do your own research, and then
I do,
you
for sure.
collaborate, and
Absolutely,
yeah,
for sure, for
yeah,
sure.
that's the way to do it. And
But
somebody
yeah.
said Rachel Zegler, as opposed to just like, collecting a paycheck and a
Yeah.
resume builder, and then you're on to the next one. And it's like, no, you got to like
I
work on the next
connect with every character
three
I play.
while
Yeah.
coming back and work, talking about the current one.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah, I'd love to
incredible.
do like a little Q&A for like the rest of the time being, if anybody wants to ask
Do you know
questions.
where you guys are filming yet?
For Joker's
For
Wild?
Jokers.
LA.
Nice.
LA.
I'm
yes.
so excited to see it. Have you always been a horror fan?
I have. So yeah, so I grew up like loving horror. I was the weird kid in school. Nobody wanted to be
Same.
near me. I was bullied horrendously. Everyone hated me, the whole shebang. And I was the weird kid that was just like drawing like horror characters and like anime characters in the back. Listening to Nightcore, which is like sped up music, but back then people called it Nightcore. I was just like the weird kid. I don't know. I was like the weird now cool kid. Because now it's like everything that I did back then is cool now. So it's
Hell
like
yeah.
it doesn't make sense, but
No, when I was a
yeah.
kid who loved horror movies back then,
I
it was
love
like
horror.
He's grew up
Yeah.
to be a serial killer.
Yeah.
That's always the thing. Yeah, I love
And-
horror, but I'm also close with my faith as well. So I'm very, and that confuses some people
Hell
who,
yeah.
don't know.
Doesn't confuse me.
No, I think
Not
it's
at all.
fine.
You understand.
can-
yeah,
I
you
understand.
You
understand.
can have your thing that were your values, your heart,
Yeah.
and then you can have your passions too.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know why
There's-
people say you got to be all in one box or all in one
yeah,
line, or
for sure.
you can't
for sure.
dabble in different things. No.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I have my faith and I have, my fun, getting spurged with blood, getting dismembered. So
Hell
it's
yeah.
okay though. It's okay though. It's fine. It's all pretend.
Well, and also people don't realize how many of the most classic horror movies have Christian themes in them.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that's where a lot of the good stuff comes from.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's like the source material. Think of it like that, and then
Yeah.
you make new source material based on the creativity of the person
For
creating
sure.
it. And
For
now, like
sure.
you said, you're doing the fan stuff, and
Yeah.
that will make a new generation of people interested in what you're
So
creating.
cool.
And
And
it-
horror's
modifying.
changed too. Like horror, I know I'm only 24, I'm a baby, but still like I've watched the older horror movies. I've seen, the black and white films and and just how it's progressed. I don't agree with AI at all. I hate AI. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Ew, get it out of my face, hate it. But CGI, everything that they need for movies, go for it. But I think the most important thing for me, with movies, just in general, storytelling. Have a good story.
Mhm.
And with horror, don't just kill people. Like I want there to be a story. I want there to be
Right.
suspense. I want there to be a little bit of psychological, a little slasher, a little, and I feel like when it's like one of too much, it gets a little too much for me, a little too boring, a little too stale. So I love seeing like new stuff. I love seeing good stories and characters that you actually get attached to.
Yes.
know?
I want to pull
Yeah.
up Katie said, yes, a woman of faith making superhero movies. That's so
Oh,
awesome.
I love that. Hi, Katie.
We love Sammy. You are the best, dude. If you paint your faith in that, you'll never work a day in your life.
I can't say too much, but trust me, I think a lot of people are gonna appreciate the look that we're going for Harley.
Mhm.
I'm excited.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be so good. Well, I know you gotta get going soon. So, where can people find you? Anything else you got coming up for people to check out?
For sure. So absolutely, everybody, please check out the Kickstarter. We will be live until October 1st. So again, these perks are very, very specific, and they have a runtime, they have slots. So, like I mentioned previously, if you guys want your name on a Harley Quinn's bat, that will be mentioned in the movie. 5 slots are left, so that is very limited. Go check out everything else, all the amazing perks. We'd love to have you involved with the film as a fan, and just love to work together, and have this movie happen. Anybody that wants to connect and just say hi, what's up? You guys can follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I'm kind of all over. Just at Lauren Alenia. I answer DMs. I talk to you guys. Anything horror. So again, I appreciate all of your support so much. And speaking,
You
of
just need more
YouTube,
activity on
incredible.
X. You need to be on
Yeah,
Twitter.
I
X a little bit more.
know. I know. I've never been in. I still call it Twitter.
So I do
I-
too.
me too.
I do
Okay,
too.
cool.
Well, no.
Okay, yeah.
You can talk a little bit more.
I don't know. I used to be a Twitter girly, but I was like really hard, like social media, and then I just kind of like stopped. But I should get back into it for sure. So
Yeah, they
Yes.
just incorporated like Twitch X money now too. I just got
yeah,
involved
yeah.
with it, so we'll see. It's
For
innovative.
sure.
Oh, quick last question: how do you feel about the Master of the Phantasm? Have you seen that one? What do you feel? The Batman?
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's a
Oh.
great
It's a movie.
Oh
It was actually
God.
a theater release about the animated series.
What?
Because you get the whole animated series, Batman's already who he is. It's kind of like the Batman Begins.
Okay,
of
I should see that.
Batman.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
highly
send it to
suggest
me.
it.
Send it to me, please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll send you stuff.
It
And
won
reach out
awards. Yeah.
if you need
Yeah.
any references or anything. Reach out. Also
Oh,
with
thank you.
Kickstarter, I do a lot of Kickstarter stuff, like my own books. So it's different from film, but I still know
Yeah.
a lot of people that are into comics. So
Okay,
see
for
what I can-
sure. We would love and appreciate all support. So it's amazing. Appreciate you.
Excellent.
This was so much
You're
fun.
awesome. I'm so glad you came on here. Everybody,
Thank
check out
you.
Kickstarter
Yeah.
link below. Her Instagram
Come back
link
again
below.
afterwards and let's do like a review.
I would
or-
love to.
Yeah.
We gotta do a follow up to it for sure. Get your reactions.
Yes.
Yeah. For
Oh,
sure.
thanks so much for hanging
Let's
out,
do it.
Lauren.
Thank you guys. I'm right.
Take care.
See you
Bye
soon.
guys.
Oh, you gotta flex or
Hey.
stretch or shake.
I
or
gotta drink
do
some
something.
coffee.
Do
Drink
something.
Coffee.
Stretch.
Good coffee.
Okay.
You guys are the best. We'll talk
Take care.
soon. Thank you guys. Mwah.
Bye,
Bye
babe.
guys.
She is
I was
awesome.
looking.
She's great.
Yeah, that was
Right.
awesome. I was looking for this episode, and I finally found it as she was taking off. So if you want to share this, Mikey,
Which
this
one
is
is it?
Mad Love, and it
Yes.
did air in 1999.
There were
So this
new
was
Batman
right at the
movies?
end of. First, it was Batman the Animated Series, and then they switched it to the New Adventures of Batman and Robin, and
Mhm.
it got kind of a little bit more chill, I guess. They changed the art style and everything, the drawing, because here's Joker's
Yeah,
different. look.
Joker's design is just not good.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but I think they moved it
But
to like
Harley's fine.
Saturdays or Fox Family. I think it was Fox Family. But this was a great episode. This is like her origin story on
Mhm.
this one, which was awesome. Because even at the end, I think this is like where she looks at the end, and then she's like, I'm still into Joker or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, it gives me goosebumps just like remembering
It's so
this one.
sad.
Yeah, crazy.
I need
Arlene
to
Sorkin.
watch what was it? The animated
Ooh,
series.
9.4.
It's great.
So good. That's an accurate rating, I would say.
Yep. No, that's a good one.
I gotta how many episodes are there of the animated
A
series?
lot. Just start from
Yeah.
the beginning and then just feel it out.
I'm gonna actually watch
Oh
it.
man.
I'm surprised, Vaughn. I'm surprised you haven't seen Spider-Man yet. So I've never seen any Marvel movies. I saw the last Spider-Man and the Tobey Maguire ones, and that's it. But I was on my buddy Hayden's channel the other day with Sledgehammer Horror, so I was like, okay, I'll go see it just to be able to talk about it. I've never felt so lost in my life. On this video that we did reviewing it, I am gonna sound like the most like just a dumb girl. That they're like, oh, what did you think about this part? And I'm just like, it was good.
It's tough because there's so much buildup now with all the MCU movies, with all the Sony Spider-Man, and now you got to even say like Fox X-Men as well. It all gets compacted in there. Like Vaughn could probably relate with all the comics. Like now I feel like I have so many movies and shows that you got to pack into one when a new movie comes out. It's like, and my brain can do that, but it's like for a new person or somebody I bring. And that's the thing. I go to movies by myself now. Just because, like, if I bring somebody, I'm gonna have to be like talking to them, and be like, okay, this is what that means, and afterwards. So, yeah, I don't know. I go by myself, and I usually get 2 seats, and I'm just like, yep, enjoying this.
Sorry, I'm catching up.
But yeah,
with that.
Vaughn, you got to see it, and let's review it.
Yeah, I'll have to. No, I'm
People
definitely gonna
love
do
it.
I want to see it again, but I don't want to pay $25. So I'm gonna
I've
see it on Tuesday.
never been so lost in a movie because it was like I didn't know who the X-Men were. Like it becomes an X-Men movie.
Don't-
basically.
Mike, don't spoil.
Sorry, was that
Becomes an
spoiler?
X-Men
Well,
movie.
If you keep talking,
Oh,
you're
sure.
probably gonna spoil.
You know my mouth
So-
just moves.
Well, no, that's every review. Every reviewer is trying to. They're like, okay, no spoilers, and then they're like, but you can't really say anything because it leads to a spoiler. And then they're like, light spoilers. Okay, now heavy spoilers.
Yeah, I feel
But
like I've gotten
it
things
crossed
spoiled,
$1 billion
but
mark. Like it's already had $1 billion. It's already made. Okay, start off in that first preview day on Thursday a week ago. It made more money on the preview day than Supergirl did, like in its entire run, or however you want to put it. And then the weekend, it nearly got to $1 billion. So it almost beat out Avengers opening weekend.
I think
Avengers
I
Endgame.
think it did eventually. Like,
Well,
by the time...
well, on that Monday, depending on who you look at, but
Oh.
pretty much like when it went over from Sunday to Monday, it crossed $1 billion and beat Endgame. But
why do you guys think this one is so? Because like we knew it was gonna be huge, but like, why this one? I never
Sony
dreamed it
tends to
would be this
treat
huge.
Spider-Man better, and they're gonna hold on to Spider-Man forever. They're just gonna keep making billions of dollars. Because yeah, quick story. Marvel, the company, went like bankrupt in the 90s. And so they sold off all their characters. They're little kids. They sold them off to all these different companies. Fox got X-Men and Fantastic Four characters. Sony got Spider-Man universe. Yeah, and all of them. That's why they had to start with Iron Man and the Avengers, all like kind of C-list. In my opinion, my ignorant comic opinion. And so they created Iron Man and the Avengers in the 2008 out of all that, because that's all they had to work with. But now they started bringing them back in. And the deal was, if Sony, Fox, if they don't make a movie with the characters in a certain amount of time, then the rights get reverted back to Marvel Studios, or they can, buy them out. But at this point, Sony, I don't think will ever. Right now, Sony is leasing basically Spider-Man back to Marvel, so they can kind of intermingle. And they're like, all right, you can borrow, Punisher, but then we get X, whatever person. And so they're like just doing like this exchange and then distribution. It kind of sucks when you know how business works and contracts and all that, and then it interferes with your escapism. But I know, Sammy, I'm not saying I'm completely correct. This is my understanding and my word vomit right now.
That's
I'm
more than I know.
right. A little bit right. A Diet Coke of right. I'm right now. Just one calorie of rightness.
One, though.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I just like the last one. I felt like you could jump right into it. This, I think you need to know a lot more, which clearly everybody but me already does.
Yeah, but I think they can make it in a way nowadays where even if you're coming into it as a noob, as not knowing all the answers of who that is, because I even blinked at the beginning. Like, this isn't really a spoiler, but right at the beginning, it shows a time lapse of like what Spider-Man's been up to the last whatever amount of years. And it's like, I'm like, oh, I know that villain and that one and that one. I'm like, I want that movie. Like, because that would be like what the show would be like. And I'm like, I want to see Tombstone. Like, come on, show me a whole 20 minutes.
So that's in a montage, because that's my thing. Is it's like
I think you would like that, Vaughn. I think you would like that first.
My whole confusion thing is, I'm like, the Spider-Man has so many villains, and I'm like, there's like the Hand and like the spoiler villain that like everyone knows. I'm like, which shouldn't be a villain, but I'm gonna see the movie and see if I change my mind.
Spider-Man has a good rogues gallery.
Right. So I'm kind of confused, but I'm also, I don't want to just be like, it's not thing, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm willing to be won over.
Yeah.
Shout
out to Sammy. I like a lot of Batman.
The only one I saw.
I like the random, like E-list Batman rogues gallery, like Calendar Man and Condiment Man and stuff like that. Yeah.
No,
I think James Gunn, like, don't give Superman to James Gunn, like, let him do something with like Calendar Man and Condiment King.
The problem is somebody needs to handle.
Wait, are they real people?
Yeah, those are real characters.
I thought you were
but he's like a joke villain.
I mean, they're jokes, but you could probably, I think a good writer, a good something could make something out of that. One of my favorites, man, I feel like we're on Cavecast, Sammy. I want to see a really good Clock King. Like, have you heard of the Clock King? Is that his name? Clock King? Like, yeah, that's the thing. I went back and watched the animated series and then went to the Clock King, and it's like, oh my gosh, I want to see a kind of like how they did Penguin on the HBO Max or whatever they call it. I want to see the Clock King. Maybe that just goes with my adult personality now of like structured and being on time and stuff like that. But then he takes it to like a psychotic level, you know, and then getting people back. But especially because he was on Justice League Unlimited and he was like leading, or he was planning like the heist and everything like that. I don't know. They got to bring that one to life.
All this one day. I'm gonna watch the Batman animated series though. It's always looked good. My cousins used to be obsessed.
I mean, watch party. I'd be down for watch party.
Yeah, I'd be down to go through.
They'd be like 20 minutes each.
Yeah, I'd be down to go through the entire series. There's like a few episodes I missed. I own all of them on DVD, but like I've seen most of the series.
I think it's did buy it on DVD.
Anyways,
sorry, back to Spider-Man. I keep jumping over to DC.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it yet. So we might have to save this.
Do you have any thoughts that you can say that aren't spoilery? Basically, TLDR, I have no thoughts whatsoever.
I mean, what can I say non-spoilery? It kept me going the whole time. I could nitpick certain things. And then when I like watched EFAP and Mahler's, and they pointed out stuff that I noticed, but I didn't really care too much about. I'm like, if the movie's good enough, like if it's in that 7 out of 10, 70%, you can let some things go and then your score will go down, but then you'll find something else that will bring it up. As opposed to, I can't think of a bad one recently. I gave up on a lot of the bad ones the last couple of years, but those, your score just keeps going down and down and down. And then the ball doesn't bounce back up. It's just like you come out of the theater or watching the episode on TV or whatever, just like exhausted and just like regret. And with this movie, it wasn't regret.
I can't say. I don't want to be the negative. I mean, maybe I'll like it, and I'll be. You know, we'll see.
We'll see. I did hear there was a lot of comic accurate cover, like scenes based on covers.
Yeah, it seems like there's.
And then even like the video game, like the Spider-Man 1 and 2 video game from the last couple years, like they pulled a lot of stuff from there.
Mike wants to know: is it worth seeing now or waiting for streaming?
I go see a theater. I like the theater experience. I pay for it. I don't Jack Sparrow it. I probably should at one point, but I like being around people. So even if it's people I don't know, that we're
just got that.
We're into the same thing. Yeah. Even if like that's the thing. I'm not necessarily like an extrovert in the way that like, you know, it's like, oh, party pleaser and all that. I like being in the same room as people that are into the same kind of thing. And then we can all just, you know, be in our little whatever groups and tribes and stuff like that. But it's like, we're all going to the theater, want to watch this thing and just and not even talking to each other, but we're here for the same reason.
Duke, I hate
around people.
Well, yeah, because you're a bitch.
Duke.
I'm sorry, Sammy. I totally forgot you were a Batman guy, and now I remember. I'm sorry. We'll have a Batman guy.
I kind of felt bad because like either Vaughn or Mikey said like, "Are we gonna have anybody else on?" And I'm like, "Well, we could call Sammy," but he always jumps at that.
My beloved, hold up though before you go. My beloved Sledgehammer Horror. You guys need to meet each other, you guys and Ken, because he is the greatest.
Yeah, I'd love to.
I cannot emphasize what a dumb girl I sound like on the video we just did, not knowing any Marvel, but I just saw it so I could hang out with those guys because they're great. Hey, Dylan, what's up? Yeah, theater experience always.
Yep. And by the way, I go to the theater 25-ish minutes late now, and I walked in and exactly the same time it started airing the actual movie. I think somebody put up like on Twitter, commercial, preview, another commercial, and then 27 minutes later, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I get that early. You can't miss Nicole Kidman delivering the national anthem.
Oh my god, that
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Nicole Kidman, where she goes in, she gives you the whole. She tells you why you're at the movies, why watching movies is good.
This place for magic.
Really?
You don't.
I go to Marcus Theater. I don't know if you guys
don't
have
go
that.
AMC.
Yeah, on Marcus Theater, it's at this old guy, Greg, or he's the owner, whatever, Greg Marcus, and it's always this bullshit fucking joke. Like dad joke, grandpa jokes, or something like that.
That's
and I'm like, I can't watch this guy anymore. I'm like, no, get out of here, because you're in a theater watching him in his theater, and I'm like, and it's just him. I'm like, can we get some hot girls
That
there, like,
sounds
around
better
you?
than Nicole Kidman. I got to be honest.
Yeah, I will watch
I'm
Nicole Kidman.
obsessed with Nicole Kidman.
I don't like that intro, Mike. It's just so. It's like we come to this theater. I know why we come to the fucking theater. I paid for the ticket. Shut the fuck
No,
up
but you
and let
don't
me
love
watch
it
the
in
movie.
like the Room kind of way. It's so
for like a but
amazingly
like
bad.
that lost its luxury
BRB.
years ago. Years ago. It was funny, like it had that luxury for maybe like a couple of times. Oh my god, we're doing this again.
I went to a theater once and some bitch like stood up and like pledged allegiance to Nicole Kidman at AMC. I'm like, that's what I come to the movies for. That and talkative black chicks. That's why I go to the movie theater.
Yeah, go see horror movies, dude. I was watching Pearl in theaters, and there was these like black. They just would not. They would the entire movie. They were just like this, yelling loudly, and I'm like, dude, I'm trying to watch the fucking movie.
I only like that if it's like on topic.
If
I don't want
it's
them
fun.
to have
Yeah, if it's
side
fun.
conversations.
Yeah, if it's fun, like Halloween, when like, oh shit, like that was a fun movie, even though the movie itself, I'm gonna say it, Halloween 2018, not that good of a movie. It really isn't. But you know, it was
What
just
about
a
Pearl?
theater
Pearl is amazing.
experience.
Before we switch topics, look at this. Wow.
Oh, that's
It's-
badass. I thought
not
you
only
were
is it
a
popcorn
fleshlight
bucket,
looking one.
it's also a drink as
That's
well.
sick.
So yeah, you can pour a drink in there and have your popcorn bucket.
That's sick, dude.
It is pretty awesome.
Oh, I want to start once I get a place. I'm collecting popcorn buckets because they're amazing.
I know.
Oh, that's so cool.
I keep telling myself I'm not going to keep buying these things, but then I end up doing when I'm there.
Look at them. Did you guys see the Superman one though? That looks like a friggin' flesh. It looks like
I don't
a
buy those ones.
fleshlight with the poussoir around it.
Yeah,
Oh
I think
my
they make them
God.
like that on purpose now, and I'm like, no, I'm good. But this one's pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of penile.
So do I, Saber. I mouth along to Nicole Kidman.
I roll my eyes. And I'm like, this bitch. I'm kidding, Nicole. You've done some great films.
Her
She did.
face does not move. It's made of wax at this
Which
point.
Batman was she in? Was she in Forever?
She's in
Forever, that's right.
That was the first thing. I haven't seen that since I haven't seen that since before I started reading comics. I wonder how it holds up. So all right, let's get rip the Band-Aid off. Unless we still want to talk movies and delay the inevitable.
Oh no, we got to talk crazy bitches.
Yeah, I've been dreading hearing about this, and I don't know who Perez Hilton is and who Paris Hilton is. And at first,
You're
that's
too
what-
young to know.
What is going on? I think I might have seen a few out of context things, but I just know something crazy happened in a stream. I might have seen an image. I'm not sure. But Mikey said, don't go in blind. So I'm going in blind.
Literally, like this is probably the one time I would say, actually, do not watch stuff. Oh my God. Well, okay. Here's the thing, though, Saber, is like anyone who's under a certain age probably doesn't know. So, okay, Perez Hilton was basically like the first online influencer. He was TMZ before TMZ. His whole thing was about destroying celebrities. Like, so whenever you hear about people tormenting like Britney Spears or Amy Winehouse, like that was him basically. He sort of created this genre.
I remember the name,
poison.
but everything pre-coma dream is a little wonky. But yeah, I remember the name. It's not who he was or what he did. But yeah, now that you say like a pre-TMZ, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's basically like a much more extreme version of TMZ before that existed. So yeah, so anyway, I don't know. Apparently he'd been sick or had some illness in the past, and then he said he found Jesus. And I remember I saw all of his videos where he got very Jesus-y, and I was like, I don't know about this. Something feels off. So anyway, get this shit. I'm on a stream the other night, and all of a sudden, everyone in the chat is like, did you hear about Perez Hilton? Go look up Perez Hilton. And my DMs are like this of people saying Perez Hilton. Thank God I wasn't screen sharing. I probably wouldn't have a channel anymore. But I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, what's there? A news story? What happened? I go on X and type it in. And it took me a while because I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. And then my brain slowly starts to catch up and I'm like, is he doing some sort of Halloween skit? And then my brain slowly continues buffering and begins to catch up that this is real. Oh my God. It was the most horrific thing I've ever seen in my life. Think of Terrifier. Like, so he had some sort of mental breakdown on a live stream on TikTok that they allowed to stay up for 35 minutes. By the way, I've been banned from TikTok 4 times, but so maybe if I was doing that. So he's bare ass naked with a butcher knife, slicing him. And I don't mean like, oh, slitting his arm, like gashes everywhere. I thank God I didn't see all that much of it, but then when I saw he's naked and he's got his dick out and he's got a knife on his dick.
No, he didn't.
Covered head to toe in blood. Holy shit. It was just the most horrific thing I've ever seen in my life. So we were like trying to, and the thing is too, I couldn't try to get like anytime I tried to get updates on it to see what's going on, because we were streaming at this time. It was all on X. Nothing is blurred. It's all there. He looked like, a lot of people are saying he looked like Carrie, but I'm like, that's such an understatement, because Carrie was not covered in stabs and slashes, and like
that's what's tough.
Like
it's like anything can be fake nowadays. Anything can be AI, and anything can be a bit or whatever. But then also on X, they show everything. You know, they a lot of stuff. You know, and then going back to Charlie Kirk, when people started saying like what happened to Charlie Kirk, and they're like, oh, there's video of this, and I'm like, I'm not watching it. I know what that stuff like looks like in real life and things like that. So I'm like, I will take your word for it. Like seeing with this Perez Hilton stuff. And I'm like, your mind doesn't need all this stuff. You can choose to, like, everybody can choose to watch whatever you want, but that stuff kind of infects your mind. And I like I said, I'm not telling anybody not to do things, but it's just like, choose your own adventure nowadays.
Well, see, no, with Charlie Kirk, I didn't know what I was looking at. It said, oh, there was a shooting. So I thought, what are you going to hear? Bang, bang in the bed. Like, I didn't know. And then with this, I didn't know. And this, I was just kind of like frozen.
I was getting my hair cut, and the guy mentioned it, and then I was just devastated with Charlie. And this is insane too, man. Yeah. So do we know what happened? Is he okay? I mean, obviously not mentally.
He's alive. I don't think he's okay. They carted him off to a hospital or an institution or something. So he has 3 young children that he bought. Which I'm so against at this point. I am so against.
Is he a gay guy?
Yeah, I'm so against this. I feel differently if it's like, a married couple and she can't have children. Like, that's different. But the fact, like, these videos will come up on Instagram of these gay couples who bought a kid with surrogacy. And I don't know why they think this is okay to film and put on the internet. But you'll see their baby crying, saying, mommy, mommy. I'm like, this feels so evil to me. This just feels so wrong. But so, yeah, the kids saw it. Thank God they were out for most of it, but they did see stuff. They were in the house at the beginning. Oh, my God. Yeah, sorry, I'm catching up on chat. Hi, my beautiful Lindsay. Yeah, oh, my God. Just the rest of that night after the stream, like, I couldn't sleep. I felt so shaken.
Well, and that's what I can relate to is like you take in all this stuff, the horrors of the world and everything that, we've been through, with our stuff, my stuff in the last 5-6 years, and just like the real horrific things that real people do, like Fauci had the hearing about a week ago, and it's just like how horrible the world really is. We try to have, we talked about all this stuff, Harley Quinn, escapism, and it's like we have our normal job that we do, that we earn our money on, and then we want to just watch something good and that we know is fake. But then when it starts to intermingle with like, wow, these people are really effing evil or psychotic, and it's not an act, and it's like you break that line, and it's just like it really does infect your own psyche, and it affects your relationships, your friendships, how you sleep at night. And yeah, I really hope I'm not coming off like old man Drew right now. But it's just like, man, just the things I've been through. And it's just like, you do that stuff sometimes, and then you want to go and watch Spider-Man or whatever, like that. So it's just, it's rough out there, world. And then the longer you live, like Lauren is, what she say, 24. So you start to get exposed to crazy stuff early on, and then you still have a long life to live, and you got to like see many other things. So I'm all of the mindset. It's like, yeah, experience that stuff too, but then you gotta, what's the word? Like counterbalance it with good things, authentic people, real people that are not going to like F you over, that's just my thoughts. Like you can't be all in one side, like, like goody old, like rose-colored glasses. The world is all just perfect and sunshine and rainbows. Rocky, he said that, in that 2000s Rocky movie with that amazing speech. So it's like the world's gonna be freaking tough, but then you also got to have a good outlook on it as well.
What's crazy too is I was getting a bunch of comments. I was on Nina's show last night. She was getting comments like this too, of people saying, "Oh, it's not that bad. We've all seen beheading videos and live." I'm like, the fuck I haven't seen any of that.
I have not.
Like, is that what it's come to? Is that how? So I think the thing that bothered me the most in seeing this is like, this is where we're at. This is where, like, I don't know. It feels,
and maybe
like
when you become a father, when you have
culture.
kids, a mother, and then you see the world differently, because it's like, wow, yeah, I always knew that stuff was out there, but now how am I going to let my child take that in, and at what age, and how do I want to prepare them to even see something like that? And especially if you're around them or if you're not around them, and who's going to expose them to it at what age? It's rough, and you can't hide them. You can't hide them from the world and people.
No. I think the thing that bugged me the most was like just this feeling of like, we live in a culture with a profound sickness. Like this is what I wanted to ask you guys. Seeing this, and I don't know if I believe in this or not. I have no idea, but it looked demonic. It looked like the embodiment of Satan. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too, I don't know enough about religion to say anything intelligent on it, but there is, I know evil in the world. Okay, I go back to like the show Supernatural, where it's just like, they're hunting demons for the first 5 seasons, and Dean was like, angels aren't real. He's like, I don't believe in angels. And Sam's like, you believe in demons. How do you not believe in angels? It doesn't make sense that way. And, and then they go on the religious, more angel arc after that. But yeah, it's just wild. There is, and I've seen, evil in the world, in the military, situations and things like that. And then you come back home, and it's like, wow, there's evil, all over in different work situations and media and politicians, and whatever, doctors and stuff. Man, I can't get my mind off Fauci right now. I've been kind of livid on that for the last
Speaking
week.
of evil.
Yeah, I know. It's just, well, and then when money gets involved, and then it's just like, how much money does one need? And it's not even like numbers, or it's not even like dollar bills at some point.
Yeah.
I heard some study that it was like $80,000 is all you really need. And then you can do different stuff with that, invest or buy things that you actually enjoy. But then it gets higher up after that. And then the money doesn't even mean anything. Like, then you're just like buying things for a temporary fix. And then you need more money. And then you're like basically selling your soul. Like Nicolas Cage, I guess he'd do a movie, make a ton of money, and then he would spend like 3 times the money that he made on just random stuff. But he's a comic book lover too. And so he'd buy comic books and get enjoyment out of it. And then he would, go on a bender or something like that. Then he would have to go and do another movie. And then he would just repeat this thing over the last
MC Hammer syndrome.
30 years. Yeah.
And I think that's kind of why I'm kind of grateful that I haven't got any huge success and talking I've been successful.
Control yourself, Vaughn. Don't get to that level.
That's what I'm saying, is I'm kind of glad that I've had all the roadblocks and everything that I've had, because people will just destroy themselves. It's like you give, to use the whole religious angle. I mean, dude, Judas was literally looked God in the face. Is like, yeah, but 30 pieces of silver looks pretty good. I'm gonna go for that instead. I'm gonna sell them out for that. It's like, dude, the things people will do for instant gratification.
And that's what it is. It's instant gratification. It's not money. And somebody's saying in the chat, love of money. It's not the
people can love
money.
money
Isn't the root of evil. It's the love of money. It's that that lust, I guess, of money. Not the love, maybe the lust, depending on how you kind of look at that. But it's just like, because everyone's like, oh, you got to get money and that will solve your problems. It's like, no, money only solves money problems. It can take care of your food, your security, your shelter, to buy something to get you to the next step, transportation, utilities. But then at some point, it doesn't mean anything.
And that's why I think, like, even before I was like, actually like reading about whatever, I always believed in some form of higher power and judgment. I think most people do, like with your agnostic, whatever, because it's like you run around and it's without some, even if it's you're a full blown atheist, some sort of moral system, there has to be something more important than just money and satisfaction and what makes me feel good, because otherwise people will just do the most outrageous shit to each other and feel nothing. And we see that all the time. I mean, people that don't have morals are, in a way, even if they can be the richest, because I mean, there are certainly things I've been like, that'll make me money, but that's bad.
Yeah.
Once you remove that barrier, oh man, or that'll make me feel good in the moment, but is it right? Once you remove all those barriers, I mean, I think almost all people are capable of great evil. I also think most people are capable of great good. Now, that's one of the other things. Like, I remember seeing these posts like, can you really say this person was evil? And it'll be like Hitler with a kid. And it's like, okay, yeah, he was nice to a kid once. That doesn't.
It's unbelievable.
It's like, I'm pretty sure, like, Al Capone spilled, like, would there be stories of him being nice to women in bars or whatever? And it's like, okay, that doesn't. Like, anyone's capable of either. It's crazy.
And you don't really know. You can hear about things and stuff like that. And Mike, this with the people that talk whatever they want to talk about to make money off ripping on people. It's like, you really just got to get to know the person and then secure your own opinion of that,
right,
regardless of what other people are saying.
I was saying this the other night that I sort of feel like, and obviously, like, I want to be clear, like, I feel terrible for anybody I'm not in any way whatsoever saying like he deserves this or anything like that. However, I think when you live a disreputable life and your life is built around destroying other people, and then you make money off of that, I think there are a lot of people like that who are going to end up this way. A lot of these podcasters and drama tubers, maybe it won't be this exactly, but I think it's just like, it's bad for the soul.
It's the new version of just an athlete or a movie star. It's like, you're maybe going to come into a lot of money. And then what are you going to do with that? Are you going to invest it? There's different retirement stuff. There's, housing, stuff like that. Or are you just going to, spend all of it thinking that it's going to keep coming month after month, year after year. And it does not work that way. Trends change and, interests change. And like you said, like Vaughn, you got to control yourself, because like you said, you're talking about hotel rooms. Like, if you go and get the top hotel room in every city, you're not going to have the money there. You're always going to be chasing, like they say, that dragon.
Right. And it's kind of this
Super 8 all the way, right?
Motel 6. Yeah, Motel 6, Super 8, Airbnbs, mostly friends' houses. Like, I stay crazy how people can just sell out for things like that. And Mike, you mentioned demons. I haven't seen the video. Now, what I've seen of a picture looks pretty fucking demonic. I mean, dude, demonic possession. Like, I used to be like, I don't know if I'm like fully on board. I'm like, yep, it's real.
I'm kind of leaning that way.
I mean, like, here's the thing. People like Mary Magdalene, they said that she had 7 demons inside of her. And here's the thing, you never know what that literally means, because I could be like, someone's behaving badly and you could be like, that person is a demon, whether it's literal or not. I don't know whether it's literal or metaphorical. Sometimes it might be one, sometimes it might be the other, but regardless, I mean, you see behavior that is demonic so often. And Mike, to your point where it's like, yeah, maybe if you weren't such an asshole to everyone, and no one's saying this person deserves this kind of mental breakdown, but it could, it's like consequences. And that's not me saying they're deserved, but we're saying, you know, maybe if he was living a different life, I don't know this guy at all, but let's say what you're saying is true, that he's just been destroying people's lives. I mean, I've seen people on YouTube do that, and they end up being the most miserable assholes on the planet. They drive everyone in their life away. They destroy people. They destroy themselves. That's the thing. You don't destroy, when you destroy everyone else, when you give into these things, you destroy yourself too, morally, mentally, physically, financially. It's over. Like, or you have There Will Be Blood. If you've seen that movie, he ends up with all this money. Okay, but he doesn't. His son won't talk to him anymore. He has like, it's like he's like pathetic by the end of that movie.
Well, that's a tough thing. Is like you want enough, if you have kids, if you're gonna have kids, you want enough money to leave them something, but because you don't want to leave nothing and leave them completely struggling. Especially after you created something amazing, but at the same time, you don't want to just hand it over. Some people like say, "Oh, you're throwing the keys to them as you're jumping in the grave," and just like figure it out. So it's like you gotta both teach them knowledge, wisdom, and values, but also have that money to create like a background or a path forward. But then they have to be the one to actually walk it, and to fall, and to, you know, you can't save them each time. So it's kind of like a collaborative back and forth. It's tough. I've heard, you know, rich families are like, I'm not leaving anything to them, or I'm leaving, they got to hit check marks and then they can get it. There's no probably one answer, because every kid is going to be different. Every family is going to be different, but you definitely got to earn it. Right? They say first you learn, then you drop the L, and you drop the losers, and then you're earning.
Oh yeah, though he did all this shit. I saw a video that was an old video. Somebody talking about
Heath
this,
Ledger.
just to paint you a
That's ringing
picture
a bell
of
too.
what kind of person this is. You know the little girl who was in the movie The Grinch?
Yeah.
So she was talking about how when she was, I think, 14 or 15, one of his photographers took a picture under her skirt where she had a bloody tampon that was sticking out as a child. He made it the front page photo of an underage child of his blog. Then she was like, yeah, but it's still all over the internet today. So of course he doesn't deserve it, but no. And it's so funny too, because hearing about his trajectory, it's so fun. When I first started making content and doing YouTube and stuff, I encountered a lot of similar people that, like, you will just meet the absolute scum of the earth. It's why I'm a recluse. It's why I avoid 95% of content creators, and the ones who I don't are just the greatest people in the world, like these guys. But no, it's interesting though how with both these people that I've encountered and Perez Hilton, it's the same sort of trajectory. First they kiss your ass, then they try to have an association with you.
Yes.
Then they try to destroy you. And he has done this with every celebrity you can imagine. Lady Gaga, Paris Hilton, every single one. Oh, we're best friends, and kissing their ass, and then some major falling out and exposing them and blackmailing them. And I just think this is I don't know. It's poison.
I mean, it's hard to like, you look at what some of the things like these people do, and it's like, yeah, I mean, you engage in that kind of behavior, you're going to have these mental breakdowns, you're going to have this. And is it, whether it's demonic or not, it's possession, in the sense that it's like you let this evil in, you let it consume you. You're not going to win. It's not going to, you know, serial killers, they'll have whatever thing they do. Not to say he's like that, but like serial killers will have like their quirk that ultimately gets them caught, or drug addicts will have their addiction. It's just, there's no end to it. There's no end to,
and that's the thing. You got to think, begin with the end in mind. Like, where is this money going towards? Am I living it right? And am I hurting people in the process? Yeah. You can't just wing it.
The only thing I could compare it to is when I've encountered Antifa and had these Antifa members screaming an inch away from my face and looking into their eyes. there's nothing behind them. It's just blackness. There's no
I don't get
soul
that
behind
stuff.
them.
Yeah, I try to avoid that stuff. I don't know how you do it, Mikey. You get in the weeds.
I'm
with
mentally
people.
ill.
Yeah.
But
Thanks
no,
for taking those hits.
I'd never, and I think before I encountered those like Antifa people, I don't think I'd ever really been face to face with like true hatred before. I'm like these people want you dead. They are foaming at the mouth. They could not care what's true, what's false. It's just pure hatred. So like a lot, and then you see a lot of people like this, and they do seem like they're demonically possessed. Oh, you know what's interesting, by the way, what I found out in reading up on this, kind of interesting. Do you want to know what the original name of Perez Hilton's blog was? Page 666.
Oh no.
Dude, there is so
You
much.
go,
All I'm saying is when I started reading the Epstein files, I started seeing a lot of that kind of imagery, and I was like, this is really fucking weird. Why is there so many instances of this? Why is the government always going really hard on covering things up? I don't want to get crazy about it.
I know. Well, and then other people cover it up for another person, then another people cover it up for them, and then you're in this just like layer after layer. And then it's like, why am I paying property taxes when all these other people are just, making money being freaking evil?
Because they get to look you in the eyes and say, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, I know.
Pay up,
well,
boy.
that's what they
did.
Why the more I learn about
Epstein
taxes
files
at
was,
every
it was
level,
like, you're not going to do anything about it.
it's like, and then like the money printing and all the different stuff. It's like, why are we paying taxes when they can and do just print money, and then other people can just, even Warren Buffett like says it. He's like, my secretary makes a really good living, whatever it was, at the time, $80,000, and she pays more taxes than I do. And it's like, yeah, because the people that write the lobbyists that write the tax codes and change it, it's made for businessmen, politicians, whatever. And then the masses deal with the W-2 crap. It's horrible and it's boring. So nobody likes to like learn about it or figure out how it works.
Also, by the way, thank you, my beloved Lana. Wait. One I told you about. Yes. Oh my God, I have to watch. I clicked on it the other night. My phone died. I don't think it'll let me play it, but I'm gonna watch it after. Thank you for that. And guys, if you feel so inclined, send in a super chat, become a channel member, or join my locals, join my Patreon, links are below, and obviously support these bitches. Follow them. You probably already do, but if you don't, everyone's stuff is below. Yeah, I was trying to catch up on chat. It seems like most people in the chat
are horrified by it.
What's that?
Most people are like horrified, and
that too. But but a lot of people are saying they think demons are real. And now that I sort of, it's not something I've really ever put a whole lot of thought into, but I'm like, I believe in angels, I believe in saints. Why wouldn't?
Yeah, so that the reverse has to be true. You ask most people, even if they're not super religious, they believe in it. I'm like, you have to accept the inverse then. Same thing true. When I was like, okay, demons are real. All right, so there is good and bad inherently, and once you.
By the way,
wait,
I meant to pull this up. I meant to pull this up earlier. This cracked me up. Is he a gay guy? No, Vaughn. The guy who called himself Perez Hilton isn't gay.
I thought it was weird that I didn't know that. I found out that he calls himself. That was because
that's sarcasm, by the way.
Yeah, I know. No, I know. I was like, I didn't realize that wasn't his real name, Perez Hilton. Okay.
I mean, that would suck if that was his real name.
I thought it was. I was like, oh.
The horrific shit I saw. I mean, that was like not human what I saw.
It's certainly possible, dude. I mean, I wouldn't put a lot of stuff. You look into a lot of the occult stuff. I got into fights with TikTok Satanists. One of them even said, "Don't Satan-splain to a Satanist." To me, they said that.
Wait. I want to hear about.
Well, first of all, it's always
believe all women. Here.
It's always believe all women until they say they're a survivor of satanic ritual abuse. Then fuck those bitches. That's what these people are like. Or they'll be like, these are all unsubstantiated claims. One of the claims I found through, like, if you look up AI, you look up certain instances, they'll be like, yeah, it said that there were photographs that were recovered that had children in robes and animal blood and everything, but there was no evidence of occult rituals. I'm like, that is evidence of occult rituals. So the pictures aren't evidence? What do you mean? Like if you look into the way they disprove it, it's basically going, we found evidence, but that's not evidence. That's not fucking debunking anything. Well, we had some people saying it, but then all the witnesses mysteriously died, and so we actually don't have any evidence. Like if you look into a lot of these cases, the Franklins, I don't want to send you all down rabbit holes, but it's like,
yeah, you do.
I mean,
You're like, come join me in these rabbit holes,
dude. I was like, I was
like The
listening.
Ring.
I'm
You
like,
gotta
oh
pass it
my
on.
god, it's bad.
Yeah, Vaughn, if you send somebody to a farther rabbit hole than you are, you get elevated and you get to climb back up.
I mean, there are way worse.
Out
I'm
of
nowhere
hell.
near that bad. There are people that are way worse rabbit holes than I've ever.
Yeah,
been.
I'm not way into it, but like Mikey, like American Horror Story, like those seasons that like kind of get into that stuff or whatever. I can't remember what seasons. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the end of the world and the whatever, the baby being born and stuff like that. I'm like,
Murder House. Yeah.
well, and like wasn't there like a Trump one, like a Clinton Trump one? And I'm like,
yes.
What is going on?
That came from Demons wrote that. I love this, by the way. I meant to pull this up earlier, Lindsay. I think one of the reasons horror movies appeal to me is because it was my exposure to the traditional story of good versus evil. Yes.
Yeah, dude. Even like
written as a pro-life allegory. The writer has said that was his intention.
Really?
So many.
Dude, even Halloween for John Carpenter is like lefty atheist, but that movie is a very good argument for inherent evil.
Yeah.
You know, it's
blackest eyes, the devil.
Dude, I mean, because I wasn't growing up super religious. Now I'm like, no, yeah, I get it. Especially when I see the way demonic people react when I even just mention the word Christianity. Like, look at when Charlie Kirk's, when they're like, yay, more murder. It's like, okay, I wouldn't write that in a script because I thought that would be unbelievable. When I saw the reaction to that, I'm like, this is an insane. Like, I can't even. I'm trying to put myself in that headspace. Like, there are people I hate, but I'm like, watching that kind of thing and cheering and laughing is like, there's something, and I don't know what because reasoning, it's, you know, we were watching Terminator, and there's a scene where it's like, it can't be reasoned with.
Yeah, right.
That's how it feels.
Well, that's what it is. Like, we're people. Like, we're meant to be, like, even if, like, we're doing the wrong thing, call us out. Let's have a discussion, whatever. But like you said, Mikey, going back to Antifa or whoever they want to call themselves, they can't be reasoned with. No. And that's what I gave up. I don't know when I gave up with it, you know, well, after the vaccine stuff, or just like, even with truth and logic and correcting the things that followed that everyone else said wrong, and they still double down on it, they can't be reasoned with. So you just got to like let them, you know, you lost family members, friends, coworkers, whatever. And me, like, I find common ground. Like, I used to watch Steven Crowder all the time, and it's like, you know, change my mind, common ground, let's figure this stuff out. And it's just like, you have to learn like your debate stuff, your knowledge stuff, and if not, they'll use that against you and just they'll try to win.
It's so true too. What you said, Vonnie, is that everything, not just that, everything that's happened over the last decade, if it were a movie, I would think it's too unrealistic. Look what happened to Drew. That if you saw that in a movie, you'd be like, oh, that could never happen.
Well, I mean,
putting the country under house arrest and forcing experimental drugs,
turning people against each other.
Yeah.
And then they just reverted all the policies not too long after. And then they're like, oh yeah, don't worry about what we said before. Forget about all that. Don't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
And they all have pardons and they have no liability, so nobody will.
Yeah, they still got their jobs. Like everyone that just went along with it.
That's depressing.
Yep.
1 sec. I wanted to pull up my beloved, beautiful
fun topic,
Katie.
Guys.
Hi, Mike. The day off X yesterday to protect my own recovery from self-injury. Oh, I'm so glad you're recovering from that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
for Hilton, you're amazing, Katie. Yeah, that's a very good choice because let me tell you, nothing was blurred. Nothing. It was all on. I didn't even have to search. It was all on my feed. Like there was.
I'm lucky. I avoided it somehow. It wasn't on my feed.
Yeah, Mikey, I think you told me about it first.
Yeah, in the chat, you were like, "Don't look this
and then
up."
I heard from other people, and I'm just like, "Nope, I'm gonna."
Well, I was like, "This would be a fun
Spider-Man.
PIMPCAST topic," because I didn't know the nature of it, and I'm like, "This is not." Now that we've had the discussion, I'm like, "This was not a fun." I thought it would be like, "Ha ha ha! This guy did something good."
Oh. Do you know
I
what
did
sucks?
too. And
I'd rather
shout-
talk about this stuff than the trans stuff, you know, or whatever, because that seems more performative, you know, and
yeah,
then
this
just
is we're just talking about evil, and it's more. It's not just about politics. I think what we're talking about here, we're talking about
No.
evil versus good.
yeah,
You know, and I think that's what a lot of this is. It's not about like I'll talk to people I like who'll be like, yeah, I think I want more taxes for this reason, blah blah blah, and that's not evil, but it's like this kind of shit is evil. Like this kind of shit, like living day in and day out, trying. I feel like if your main mentality is trying to destroy your enemies, you've lost. If that is your main
not even
goal
enemies
in life,
though. These
Or-
sickos just try to destroy anyone. It's a sport to them.
yeah, exactly. I've seen people do that. They get so because everyone's capable of getting into that angry mentality. Very rarely do I feel like in anger, there is just anger. Like sometimes it'll be like, yeah, fuck this guy. And you go off and it's good. But like there's a reason people usually simmer down is because they don't often when you're angry or when you have a spiteful mentality, it's usually not the best thing to do. That some people deserve it though, obviously. Some people
Yeah.
deserve, but
but
man,
then
it's
you got
just
like the
crazy.
criminal, like, and he's a celebrity, whatever you want to call him. I hate using the word privilege, but it's like people on whatever level. The criminal justice system is not
Oh,
the
yeah.
same for everybody,
Oh,
especially
no.
when you have access to money and lawyers and stuff like that.
Yeah, no.
Is that fair? No, but life isn't fair.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a thing, not financial advice, but save your money for the lawyers because you're probably going to need them at some point if you have a business or whatever or money.
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
Lawyers.
this is depressing.
talking about evil.
yeah, dude. But
I'm not saying all lawyers are evil, but it takes a
Uh,
certain person.
No, I have a
And
great friend who's a
they're
lawyer. He's
needed.
probably the
They're
one
needed all throughout history to
Mhm.
figure out disputes. Otherwise, we probably would end each other. Duels
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
We need a palate cleanser, do you think?
Yeah, we do.
I agree.
I have two things I want to show you guys. One, this is somewhat on topic, but in a more lighthearted way. Drew, I don't think you were here the week that we delved into this, so we might have to catch you up.
Oh God, is this the?
You know what I'm gonna say? Should we have an update on our friend the Apostle?
Oh, Karen? Or no? What is it? Catherine. Catherine.
Catherine. Drew, have you heard of the
Hang on.
Apostle?
Time out. What the
I
fuck
don't
is
think so.
going on with Ariana Grande? Why is she covered in blood? I know.
Oh,
getting
we
off
got to
this
talk
topic.
about that too.
Yeah, can we get this out of the way too?
Yes. Oh, wait. Before we do, can I tell you really quickly how crazy is this? I wouldn't have even remembered this or realized this if Duke hadn't left a comment and told me. So on my stream the other night, the night that happened, maybe like 20 minutes before all the Perez Hilton stuff happens. So clearly, Ariana Grande is slowly dying, but in front of our eyes. And I've had these people raging at me all week. How dare you? You're body shaming. How dare you acknowledge reality? So like 20 minutes before the Perez Hilton shit happened, I literally said on the stream, I'm like, what if somebody was stabbing themselves and cutting themselves in front of you and covered in blood? Would you just say nothing and say, oh, it's shaming them? And then like 20 minutes later, the Perez Hilton stuff goes down. I'm like, that's kind of weird.
Dude,
But
what
yeah,
the fuck?
well, first of all, what's crazy, let me see if I can find the picture. I had actually looked up a photo of Karen Carpenter. I don't know if everyone is familiar with Karen Carpenter, amazing singer who died of anorexia. I looked up a photo of her.
How
at the end
old?
of her
Or
life.
when was this?
When did she die? The 80s, maybe? I know my mom was a big
Like
fan
the
of hers.
Carpenters? The music?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I'm
When
familiar.
did she die? 83. Let me see if I can find a picture. One sec. Yeah, so I looked up the last photos of her in public. She had more weight on her than Ariana Grande does. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen this. You can see this chick's spine.
Was this for a music video?
It's been this way for a while with her. Let me pull it up. Yeah, but she just put
because
out
I don't
a new
want to just
video.
remove context. Like, oh my god, we gotta panic. Like if it's not.
Oh, it's been like that. Here, I'll show you. I posted
Okay.
something a while ago.
Because I see it out of context, but it's like you can see a lot of things out of context and be like, "Oh my god, it's demonic," and it's like, "No, it's just a horror movie." That's one of the things.
No.
Is I don't like when people are. You can't enjoy horror. You can't enjoy whatever. To Duke's point in the chat, it's like, have you read the Bible? There's some fucking bad shit, dude. There's some shit that I would not put in my movies. I'm like, I would not want to adapt this story. Don't look up what Lot's daughters did to him.
But yeah, look at this. So this was a couple months ago, and it's gotten worse since then. But yeah, this was her a couple months ago. I mean, she has bones that I didn't know existed.
Oh no.
That was in June, the beginning of June. It's gotten worse since then.
And why is no
here's
one
the
doing
thing.
anything?
I don't get it.
The New York Magazine just came out with an article about how, there's nothing wrong with her. You're the problem for body shaming her and talking about this. It's part of a larger picture that connects to everything. It connects to COVID. It connects to trans. It is the war on reality is what this is.
Well, and then going back to authenticity, like, is she looking up, all the stuff that she's acting in, or was it Oz and, Wizard of Oz and stuff like that? And knowing the Lord, like our guest Lauren, and looking back and like what created that character or that movie or story, or instead just, I'm just here for this paycheck. I'm going to make it my own and I'm going to bring my whatever personality spin. And you have to accept, and then it crosses the line into you have to go watch, you have to accept it, or you're a blank or blank.
Yeah.
And that's just, we're not going to be long for society with that kind of mentality.
No. And so this is her now looking even worse. And then there are all these photos of her on stage. Her spine is sticking out like,
Dude, we've all, I'm sure, met women at some point that have struggled with this kind of thing. But this is like, she has all these handlers and everything. She should not be. She needs to be. This is not okay. She needs to be institutionalized or something. This is just not right.
No, well, she clearly has nobody to tell her the truth. That all the people that this video had to be approved by and go through, directors, production designers, editors,
pushing
the record
it.
label.
Yeah, they're not only are they not. That's a lot of knots. Not only are they not saying like, this is taking it too far. Let's look out for this, younger woman, girl, whatever you want to call it, that maybe is going through some stuff or whatever the case is. No, they're saying, or they're either looking the other way and it's being like, whatever, not my thing. Or they're saying, yes, this is what we need. It's going to push the message, the agenda where we need it to. And then who cares if somebody has a problem with it?
Oh, and I want to pull up. Do you guys know that fat bitch Tess Holiday?
Is this our palate cleanser? This is our.
No, he brought it up. He brought it up. I was going to anyway, but we'll get to our palate cleanser in a moment.
Now we're on the palate cleanser, right?
No, you brought this up. This wasn't the palate cleanser. This is just as dark and sick and depressing.
Yeah.
This is like the PIMPCAST special episode of depression. Like,
man,
we had our. No, we'll have our palate cleanser.
I'm covering my eyes.
No, we'll have our palate cleanser in a minute, I promise. But yeah, it's this weird thing that, again, I think extends to so many different things, that it's this weird phenomenon where if somebody has a camera on them or they have a microphone in front of them, there are thousands, if not millions of people who will believe anything, who will think anything is normal, who will go along with absolutely anything.
It is wild out there. And that's why I gravitate, Mikey, you kind of said this earlier, where it's like I gravitate towards the content creators, whoever you want to call them, people that are putting something out there, that are passionate about their thing, and they're authentic because they're saying, yep, I'm doing this. I'm making money. I'm being myself as much as I can within keeping my privacy, and life and everything like that. But they're actually the ones saying it. Like I always go to like Jeremy Geeks and Gamers. He's just like, yep, this is who I am. Here's my experience. I worked in retail. I have a forklift license, You know, he did all this, but now I'm making good money and I'm giving back. I'm hosting events. I pay for all the security that costs a lot of money so that they can be safe and the fans can be safe too. And they're not just like, you know, putting stuff out there and just collecting super chats. They're actually kind of giving it back around and being authentic. But at the same time, be like, okay, but here's the things that I keep private life too.
Yeah. This is so true, Katie. Yes, Ariana Grande fans are clearly just as nuts as she is. Oh, and her mother came out and said she loves this video. She's so proud of her daughter. I'm like, this girl has nobody to tell her the truth. And for people who are bitching about, oh, you're shaming her, I'm like, first of all, I don't agree with that assessment. But second of all, sure, good. Shame is a deterrent. We need a lot more shame in our fucking culture. There's no shame. We're seeing the results of what happens in a culture without shame. Sex changes for kids, cut your tits off, keep the nipples, forced injections. Bring back shame. I forget what my point was, but my point
it's good.
My point was that
shame is good.
The truth, telling the
everyone
truth
needs it,
can save someone's life. Truth is still important.
And it's good when you hear the same thing, the same shame, if you want to call it, from multiple people. Like if Mikey, you called me and you're like, hey, you know, you're fucking up this kind of way. I just need to tell you. And then, you know, you do the Oreo, you kind of combine it. Hey, we had a great show, but you said this, but next week could be better, you know, or whatever the thing is. And then I'd be like, I don't know about that. Maybe Mikey's off. But if Vaughn tells me or somebody that overheard me, they're like, yeah, you've been acting weird this week, you know, then they're like, okay, maybe I need to like reflect or stuff like that. But like I said, these people are not getting that at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's weird out there. Protect yourself. Protect your mind, people.
Yeah.
Protect your mind.
Should we have a palate cleanser?
Yeah.
Let's check in with the apostle. So Drew, the apostle. And again, I think this is relevant to what I was just saying, that you put a camera on someone, you put a microphone in front of their face. There are countless people who will go along with anything.
Apostle Vaughn coming soon, boys.
What's that?
I'm kidding. I can't even say that wrong. I'm like Apostle Vaughn arc. No, I'm kidding. We'll not do it.
Please do that.
Extreme. No, I can't.
Yeah, let's each have a palate cleanser if we have one. I'll
so I have two for us. So this chick calls herself the apostle, and people will start dancing out of their wheelchairs and speaking in tongues, and they worship her. They don't worship God, they worship her. So I saw a new apostle video.
That is the woman. Yeah.
This shit is just so nuts. I had to pull it up. All right, let me grab this. Oh boy. Get ready for this shit.
Death out now. I see somebody here needs healing of cancer. Come here, hon. Come here. You will live and not die because God has great plans
She's
for
the
your
surgeon.
life. The things of you are ahead. I speak cancer must go now. In Jesus' name. Be healed. Be healed completely. Be healed. Be healed. Death out now.
This bitch
Thank
thinks
you,
she's
Jesus.
God.
Be free now in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. And
I
I
hope she has her
cancel
back
every
in the
demonic
band, by the
covenant.
way.
Look, I think miracles can
As
be
made
done, but I
in the
don't
previous
know
year.
that Karen, you're gonna have to convince me. Catherine, you're gonna have to convince me. You know what I
And
mean?
yeah, I'm about to say a positive thing as well, like you did, Vaughn, where it's like there is something to having positive thoughts, hoping, you know, I did that when I was in the hospital bed. If I would have just succumbed to all of my crazy, depressive thoughts and no answers, you know, I would have been, my mind and body would have been done for. But I had to focus on something I was trying to achieve despite all that stuff. So I had to be positive, rely on faith, rely on my experience, my training, my what is called support system. And yeah, my immune system effed me. So it's just like, you know, it's just like you have to rely on that and ask for help. And so, you know, there are people out there that are struggling with that stuff and they're trying to figure out the best they can. But then you also have to realize there are performers, there is money involved, there are mental health involved, you know, these people like that. But yeah, there is a, okay, quick story. Like when I was fully paralyzed, like, you know, many of you know, and I had to lay on the bed. So I'm laying on the bed and, you know, they can move it up and down and do different things. And what they had to do was every 3 hours, they actually had to turn me so I wouldn't get bed sores. So they like shoved pillows under one side. And so every 3 hours they'd come and it'd be horribly painful. So when the paralysis went away, I had nonstop electrical nerve pain. And so any kind of touch, anytime I moved, it was unbelievable 10 level pain. Spinal Tap, it was more like 11 out of 10. And so, and I couldn't even move myself. So a nurse couldn't move me. So what they had to do, they had this like a ceiling lift and they put it under me and then like push a button, like, you know, a warehouse lifter, and it would lift me up, shove pillows underneath, and then I'd move over to the other side. Okay. That was a preemptive story. The good thing was they put my tablet on a pole with wheels and they would move it over so I could like see it. And this was like at the time of Netflix. Netflix was, you know, the king, and then Disney Plus was coming out. I'd like to say that I watched all the Netflix or the Disney Plus. Like I would just watch everything. And then when I got done watching all that, I'm like, I need something else. And the only thing that like really calmed me down when I was in those crazy, like depressive thoughts was I would watch like Shark Attack documentaries. And they would have these on there where it's like people that would survive like a shark attack and you know, for one, the water was like super calming. Like, I'm like, okay, the water's calming me. I was in and out of, you know, pain and medication and all that stuff. But then they would show, they're like, oh yeah, I was like so athletic. I was winning all these competitions, surfing or skateboarding or skiing or whatever. And then they just wanted to try surfing and they get out there and then they're like lost an arm or whatever like that. And like had to get them, you know, professionally helped and evacuated. And so like I would watch all those and it was super inspiring. There's both real ones. And then they have the, I can't remember the name of it. She was surfer, got her arm taken by a shark.
Oh yeah.
I'm blanking on the name, but it was an awesome movie.
Bethany Hamilton. Bethany Hamilton.
Yep. That was awesome.
Yeah,
the one part about that was cool. A lot of her calling each other out. A lot of her friends are like, "Oh yeah, you're okay." You know, like she was starting to do competitions again, and they were like letting her win or letting her like catch up to the rest. And she was like, "F you." She didn't say this. I'm paraphrasing and adding my own. She's like, "Stop doing that." She's like, "I'd rather have the bitch, you know, treat me like I'm a competitor than my friends treat me like I'm inadequate." And so I got that mentality and I'm like, yep, I can get out of this and I can get back to doing what I'm doing. And yeah,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to pull this up real quick. I love this. God bless you, Mike. Remember everyone. Jesus Christ loves you all. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But with people like that, though, I feel like it feels blasphemous to me. However, forget her. That wasn't the palate cleanser that I intended. I have a real palate cleanser.
Yeah, I got one too. So
okay, good. Are you guys ready to go on?
There it is. Limp 69.
Yeah,
Soul
Surfer was good. Soul Surfer was good.
Oh, I never saw that.
That's
you guys
the movie about her.
About her, yeah.
Wait. Sorry, I hit play too soon. Are you guys ready to go on a journey? This video, it is a journey. There are arcs, there are rises and falls, there are it just has everything. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's me, Stacey Kennison. I guess Sandy Bullock and some African American people have some kind of plan to take me underground and damage my vagina and put a demon in there to where I can't have be married and have sexual intercourse with a man, and to shove poop in my mouth and make me say satanic words and chants and sing and blaspheme the Holy Spirit and worship the devil. So I'm not going to be doing that. And I guess some people harass Sandy Bullock and some other people harass people. Barbara Streisand does that to people with the black community. And her and Sandy Bullock plotted to do it. And a lot of people in the witchcraft crime ring said it was okay to do it. And they keep harassing my dad, saying that they'll hurt his scrotum sack if he doesn't agree to whatever they want, or they'll rape my mother with demons if they don't agree to whatever they want. And they've already blown several people up, including my mother. And my dad always says, don't tell, don't tell. So it makes me kind of mad at my dad that he thinks he can make a silent deal and get out of whatever the punishment or abuse that they're doing to him by doing me wrong and abusing me or killing me, because I have a half sister named Callie Hunt by Helen Hunt and my dad that always wants to murder me. She goes around with my dad from town to town, murdering my brothers and sisters, and she's with Sandra Bullock. And so does Jenny Aniston, who's supposedly my other half sister on my mother's side, and I have some Arkansas sister by my mother with supposedly Bill Clinton that does the same thing. So, I really do
This
think
is the craziest family tree of all time.
African community Browns, African American family Brown, to be deported. And I guess they said they did some of these things to people back in the 70s in Kansas City. It says some of my relatives, forcing people that tell
Are they
they can't have
famous?
anything and have to keep being damaged until they blaspheme the Holy Spirit and serve the devil and say satanic words. So I want those people arrested and to stop making my dad go along with what you they need to stop making my dad going along with whatever bad deal they want to do to me. And then my dad going around saying not to tell. So either making my dad look
Your dad's
immoral
probably
because
like, take your
have a
kids.
scrotum sack destructed. Hey, it's me, Stacey Kennison. I guess Sandy Bullock and
That is like every time I want to interject, it was like it would just keep. It was like there was something crazy to react to. That was a trip. I will for no hesitation.
I would it be surprised if I've seen this already.
Oh,
it was on Kino Casino recently.
Was it on Kino Casino?
Yeah.
Dude,
They do a segment called something like, "Is this really happening in America?" or "Meanwhile in America," or something like that.
It's just always like, yes. Oh, and yeah, this is so true, Dylan. Yeah, she's related to all these movie stars, but something got lost in the gene pool.
And I mean, if you want to talk demonic and devil, like it could be that like the devil gave us the ability to have internet, social media, streaming instantly, and then receiving it and then sending it back out to the masses. Like the Ring was what, VHS? That's how you got out of it. And now, Perez Hilton, we can like, this is horrible. Now I'm going to share it with all of my circles, and they're going to share it with their circles. I don't know. I just go back to protect your mind, people. Protect your heart. Do your own thing.
Seriously. I want to see your palate cleanser. Can you guys vamp for a sec? I gotta pee.
Yeah. You gotta give more warning for that. People put on the spot. Yeah, Vaughn. I don't know. I'm excited. This week is gonna be crazy. The heat's getting me. Oh, I got a new. I don't know if I told you about this. An ice pack vest. It's called a cooling vest. So it's an ice pack, but it has like quads. Maybe it's like hex. Hopefully it's not hex. Like I'm wearing a devil vest. Just kidding. It's not like that. But basically you put it on at room temperature. It's kind of like frozen, and then you go out into the heat above room temperature, and it slowly like turns to liquid, cooling down your body. So it saves me and my nerves that are exposed to the elements, just like I'm in a burning freaking oven constantly.
Damn.
And the cool thing is about it lasts for like whatever, a half an hour, depending on the heat. Then you go back inside to room temperature. It goes back to that normal ice pack type of feel. Or if you're camping or whatever outside, you could throw it in a cooler or something like that with ice and it gets back. But it has honestly been saving me like these last 4 or 5 years. So I'm able to leave the air conditioning and go out to events. Unfortunately, everybody, like all the F&T people, geeks and gamers, they're in Vegas right now. I would love to be there, but when they pushed it to, what is it, August 6th?
It's too hot for you because
I can't do it. I can't do Vegas 110. I've done that heat. I've been to Arizona, Nevada, Kuwait, Iraq, all those. Been there, done that. Got the tan lines.
Got what you needed to do.
Yep. And now with this condition, I'd be like, nope. I'll save Vegas for October through
Yeah, Vegas. I do love Vegas, but dude, I remember one time I was with a friend. We were like, "Oh, we're gonna walk to the Machine Guns place from our hotel room. That's only like 10-minute walk." And then we get outside. We stop there in the summer. We're like, ah!
Even when you go and somebody's like, "Oh, if you just go on the strip, you can go from casino to casino." Like, no. You got to go outside, across, up some escalators, down some stairs, around here. And that's in 110, 30-degree heat. And I'm not complaining. Just like I'm choosing my battles.
Yep.
Saber said, if you like Spidey, go to Google Maps.
I'm going to be in Long Island next week.
I used to live by Long Island City. I lived in Astoria.
Oh, nice.
23rd Street. Okay, wait. I'm typing it. What am I supposed to be looking at? Wait, I'm pulling it up.
But yeah, I'm just saying I'm looking forward to this weekend. It's going to be hot, but I'm going to get outside as much as I can, but then take it easy as well. So I'm choosing my battles. What is this?
What are we looking for? Is this like Where's Waldo? Spider-Man. Is he like above? I thought it was going to be Spider-Man like swinging on some shit. Oh, whoa.
Oh,
what
is awesome.
That? Oh, are those are the Chinese.
It's the hand.
People.
They're called the hand.
Movie. There were Chinese people in it.
But the hand is Japanese. Hand is Japanese, Mike. You racist.
No,
they were
like Chinese people.
Non-spoiler. They were awesome, but not awesome at the same time.
Were they Chinese?
So what are they doing there? I'm confused.
I don't know if they were actually Chinese. They seemed.
Can you zoom in?
Is this just on Google Maps, but they're not actually there? It's just like a thing.
Well, augmented reality.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Vaughn, you got to see.
Hand is an odd choice for
I want to hear your
Spider-Man movie. But it seems to me like we're having everyone but we're having some Spider-Man villains, but like the Hand, that's an interesting call for.
Well, did you watch the Hand? In what were they? They're in Daredevil show.
They were Daredevil, the Defenders. They did like a.
Defenders was horrible, in my opinion. It's like
I didn't think it was horrible, but
that could have been so awesome, and it just
could have been better.
Missed the head potential.
Yeah.
What's your?
I believe.
Cleanser, though?
I don't know if Sammy Repeat is still on there. He's talking about CaveCast, and I don't know. He's been posting Mask of the Phantasm. If he's gonna review it this weekend, that'd be awesome. I just don't want to say the wrong thing. But yeah, let's talk. Like I brought it up earlier in the show. Let's talk about or watch that trailer. Excuse me. So,
which one?
Batman Mask of the Phantasm. I think it came out. See, it came out a couple years after the show was going.
Sounds familiar.
And like I was telling you, and it came out in theaters. And so it won awards.
The show was still going, by the way, when it was on. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's this one. This is like the famous video box. Where it's blue and he's like, oh my god, yeah, I never saw it, but I remember the video.
Yeah, let's watch the trailer for a palette cleanser.
You said that too. I have a trailer I want to show you guys also.
All right, I want to make it bigger and give it some sound.
Do it.
Ready? Let me know if it's not playing. Oh, so good.
For the first time, America's most exciting and legendary motion picture hero comes to the screen like you've never seen him before. The Bat! In an all-new, larger-than-life feature film. Now, the Dark Knight confronts his newest and most menacing villain.
They might get you on the music. I want to be careful.
Yeah.
Maybe we could skip around or something.
The angel of death awaits.
The Phantasm.
I want you.
And faces his greatest danger.
Can't be too careful with all those weirdos around.
This looks so good.
The soaring new adventure. Batman. Mask of the
Oh,
Phantasm.
that's right. They didn't show a lot, which is probably great. I think this is one of the back when previews didn't show everything. And you still had to figure it out, which was awesome because there's like a lot of misdirects. So you have the Mask of the Phantasm and then they throw Joker in there and it's like, and they even add some where does the Joker come from type kind of deal. And there's like a love story involved, Mikey, that I think you'll get a kick out of. So highly suggest.
I gotta watch
Highly
this.
suggest it.
Yeah, I remember the video from when I was a kid. I just never got around to seeing it. There are actually 2 trailers I want to show you guys. I'll wait till Vaughn gets back. So have you ever watched, this was such a great show. It was such a great show. Did you ever watch To Catch a Predator?
No, I've heard about it. It's one of those things where it's like not my thing.
Yeah, we should do movie night for that.
Yeah, we should. If Vaughn can ever commit to one.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Vaughn?
I don't know.
Commit to a movie night.
About it and see if he can. That fucking blonde twink.
Yeah. Let's look at our schedules. Because those have been fun. What do we watch? 13 Ghosts? And
yeah, I didn't like that as much as Terminator. We gotta watch T2 next.
I'm craving Terminator 2 now. Since we watched number 1 now,
for you guys to watch
we've been talking about it for like months. Where it's like, which one's better? T2, T1. Now it's time for we saw the horror movie of Terminator. Now it's time for the action.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. I did not expect I was gonna love it that much.
Yeah. No, that would be good. Let's try to get in next week. So you guys in the chat, join or rejoin your what is it, locals?
Yes, locals or Patreon or become a channel member. And while you're here, send in a super chat if you feel like
go to your sponsor right now while we're waiting on Vaughn.
Oh yeah, good call. Yeah, let's have a word from our sponsor.
It's time for my grifting. Give me all your money. Don't just be a drifter. Help me be a grifter.
Fuck you, pay me.
So,
Vaughn's still pooping.
You guys like the channel, help support the channel. Join my locals or join my Patreon. We watched Terminator recently. We're watching Terminator 2 soon. So join my locals or my Patreon or become a channel member and join the crazy train. Join the squad because we do lots of fun stuff.
T2? T.
Ooh. I see what you did there. Also, while waiting on Vaughn, may I shill for a moment? Can I shill for myself for a moment?
Yeah. I got nothing to shill lately. I was in a movie and lately I got nothing. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just trying to like survive. It sucks.
Wait, I'll wait to finish shilling at the end since Vaughn is back. Vaughn.
Oh.
Did you ever watch To Catch a Predator?
I've seen clips of it, and I've seen there's a YouTuber, Mr. Gigi, did great videos on it.
I love him.
We got he'd be.
You gotta get him on here.
I mean, he's pretty big.
Yeah. Whatever. We're big in our souls.
No, there's nothing beyond our reach, boys. We can do it.
I love his channel though. So there are 2 different trailers I want to show you guys. One, oh my god. To Catch a Predator is just the best show ever. I fall down entire rabbit holes watching these like predator catcher videos. They are so satisfying. But so
there's the one where the guy takes the fucking thing and smacks it over the guy's head. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, I like the ones that are like borderline unethical, but they just beat the shit out of them.
Did you see
like they'll slap him like mid-sentence, like, "Oh, I was going to see." Answer the question.
They had one recently where a guy was into diapers. He was a predator. He was into diapers, and he's wearing a diaper, and he took a dump in it. And then the cops come in, and the guy who's like the predator catcher says to them, he's like, "Aren't you sad you showed up for work today?"
Oh gosh. Dude. See, that's the thing. Just do the right thing. Like we talked about in the army. Do the right thing even when no one's looking. Like it's not always going to work, but if you have that mentality, and well, now it's true nowadays. This was in 2004, where my sergeant was like saying, he's like, don't just cut corners, do the right thing, act like everyone's looking. And nowadays, pretty much everybody is. Everything's recorded, everything's video. Just if you do the right thing all the time, you should be okay.
So I want to show you guys. So they're making a movie about To Catch a Predator, an A24 movie. It looks good, but I'll let you guys, I don't want to cloud your impressions. It looks really good, I will say. Like, I will be seeing it. However, I don't know about some of this.
I'm hit or miss on A24.
Yeah, same.
What is this?
Called Prime Time.
Are you sure your parents aren't home?
I'm sure.
Big night plan.
Ooh,
Like Batman.
You should have a seat right there.
Oh my gosh, he's hilarious.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens online. You see how this looks, right?
He sounds just like him.
Dude, he does sound. He doesn't look like him, but he sounds like him.
Pause it real quick.
But America loves it.
This is so good. Okay, I'm in. I'm on board.
Same.
Okay, somebody I'm really excited about is Robert Pattinson. Is that who it is?
Yeah.
He's awesome lately because you can, like, going back to authenticity, you can tell, like, he's joking, like he hears the media's crazy freaking questions that try to, like, goad him into something, and he turns around on him. I'm like, yep, he is doing it right and a good actor.
And
he's also a fellow FF7 fan.
He's what?
Hey, on you first, Mike.
Oh, I said he's also trans age. He is also a pathological liar about his age, and I find that relatable.
I think he is too. He did a very good. There was an interview about the Batman where he's talking about Tifa and Aerith, and he's clearly a nerd, and I like it. Now, when I saw him as Chris Hansen, I'm just seeing Robert Pattinson, but when he talks, he sounds like Chris Hansen.
He sounds just like him.
Just like him. So I can win, and he can win me over.
So I need to move you to Catch a Predator, 9 p.m. prime time.
Gonna be bigger than Lost.
My name is Dan Plum.
Do you know what you're auditioning for?
So you are playing a 13-year-old?
Is there time for a rehearsal?
We're going to shoot the rehearsal.
Come in.
You're going to love this.
Predator has never earned the right.
It was always, by the way, some like 40-year-old lesbian playing the child, and she would always have a laundry basket. I made some iced tea.
Yeah, I never got into the show, so I only
was
heard.
theater students. They'd always be wearing a hat. Dude, there was one, like, there were some episodes they didn't even try, like, where it'd be like a guy who's clearly like in his fucking 20s. And
I don't know.
like,
I just like this exposure stuff because it's like, I hope it's all real, you know, and everything like that. Like, it sounds like it is. Just like the James O'Keefe things, I'm like, those are great. I hope it's all legit.
But it's
like
the intention behind it. Like,
James is awesome. And then you had a couple years ago the Angel Studios. I'm blanking on the name now. The Freedom Sound of Freedom type stuff.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So all that, which was a really tough movie to watch, but you gotta watch it and really see, like, just the evil, like we're talking about this whole show, in people, and the real genuine people that are exposing it.
Oh my God, Lindsay, that is my dream job. I would be so good at it. I went to dinner years ago with somebody from Project Veritas, and I was like, put me in, coach. Let me be
You
the
should.
honey trap.
Well, I can't say that
Give
now.
me
It's like,
2 drinks. I'll get everyone talking. I will. And they were like, no, we can't. People know who you are. I'm like, I promise you no one knows who I am. I promise you. Put me in, coach.
James O'Keefe did it in Glasses, in Clark Kent Glasses, like a year ago.
Yeah, and I'm
Let's
hardly
go
James O'Keefe. Like, come on. I would be so good at it. Ugh.
Nation that deserves. I want something that matters. No more bottom feeders. I want a whale.
Don't you ever just want to bleed them? Maybe what I do is a little worse.
That's it. Okay, that's what gives me pause. So you see this guy and he looks like the fucking red dragon. You're like, oh, that's got to be the Predator. No, it's him. So like, this looks great. I don't want to judge it before seeing it, but like, it seems like they're making him look, and I'm sure they did lots of shady shit and had shady intentions. However, it seems like they're making the person catching the predators look like this maniacal villain, and not 1/2 of a second about the predators.
Yeah, that's what my whole thing is like, okay, are we going to start saying this is, because I'm all for predator catchers, more of them, please. And if we're going to start going, Oh well, guys, maybe it's the same thing with like the guys. Maybe the communists weren't so bad. Maybe we shouldn't have. Like, okay, could there have been bad stuff with the witch hunts or whatever? Okay, witch hunts, which I don't even know. I think they exaggerate that. Sure, but they also caught a lot of no good commies. They did. They caught a lot of them that were doing bad shit. Okay, same thing with like. No matter what, you could have the most moral police force or whatever in the world. There's going to be bad scenarios. People handle things badly. I'm not saying I'm not interested, but I'm immediately like, all right, Hollywood, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see Hollywood. Because Hollywood, you guys don't have the best reputation when it comes to this stuff. You know what I mean?
Let's see.
Got to make sure.
Let's see if it gets
How about the Epstein file?
We're going to him. We don't do that. They come to us.
I don't understand what I'm doing here. What you're doing is more than acting. You're cleansing the world of an ancient evil.
What was that? Did you guys see that?
Wait, see, why are they acting like that's a crazy thing from like? Because you could tell their friend frame it like we're cleansing the world of an ancient evil. Yes, based.
Did I just see a demon though, or like?
Dude, is
what
it John
the fuck
Wick?
is that? What the fuck is that?
I missed that entirely. That is interesting.
They got to
What
make
is
it
that?
entertaining. I don't know what it is, but
It looks like the Burger King.
yeah, that thing. I think I stopped. I officially stopped eating at Burger King after that thing came out.
What came
hell
out?
no.
Wait, what came out?
That Burger King dude, you know, like whatever years ago, 10 years ago, whenever they were going with that.
What happened?
You never saw the King, Vaughn?
Yeah, I know the Burger King. Yeah. What about him though?
The
Did something
goofy looking
happen to
one.
him?
That's what this
Scary.
looks like.
Oh, I thought you were saying he got caught in a scandal or something that like.
No.
He's not
That'd be good
real.
though.
That's why
I'd
I was
watch that movie.
confused. I was like, "What? How could he have done something? He's a mascot." That's
Your
what you're
guy
saying.
thought he was the
moment,
Burger
Bonnie.
King. You got Dane Cook saying this guy actually thought he was the Burger King.
By the way, I posted a poll on this a while ago, but McDonald's, everyone seems to unanimously agree they have the worst. Burger King has the worst nuggets.
The worst what?
Of McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, who has the best nuggets? Gotta be Wendy's.
Nuggets?
Yeah,
Oh.
Wendy's.
I mean, Wendy's, if you get the spicy, you got to get spicy Wendy's nuggets and then dip them in like either the ranch or the sriracha. So it's just like nonstop heat. And
What
then you
about,
have like you can either do the frosty, and I barely eat fast food, so I barely ever do this.
Oh, you're making me
But-
hungry for it.
But
The
at the same
Frosty
time, they got
is
those like drinks that are like berry or cherry or something like that. So you just eat all that like really quick. You get really hot and then really, I don't know, cool really quick with like a Frosty. And you gotta dip French fries in the Frosty and then eat them. Chat, if you go against that, it's on.
But you're making me so hungry.
Of an ancient evil.
Let's catch us a predator. Who gave you permission to do this?
You have no plan.
Another demon.
I have to put him on television.
You're gonna be so proud of me.
I don't want to be a bad person. Your definition of bad and my definition of bad are vastly different. What would have happened if I wasn't here?
I'm so
I
split
like
on
it.
this because it looks really good. I really want to see it, but like,
It'll be entertaining.
yeah,
pay for that.
I mean, they're making him look like friggin' Genghis Khan. they could do a movie about Osama bin Laden, and it would be a more humane portrait than what this looks like. I can't wait to see it though. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. Vaughn, what do you say other than
love
Wendy's?
you.
What do you say, Burger King and McDonald's?
Okay. What I was saying was I did a poll. Like, what's the best nuggets? Of these three: McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's, and it was by far the lowest was Burger King. It was like not even a question.
I honestly
I don't
can't remember
remember
eating
Wendy's.
Burger King
Dude,
nuggets.
see, that's
I mean,
eat
maybe when I was like
nuggets.
8.
I'm a nuggie fiend, dude.
The McDonald's are just horrible. Like each
Well, they
year,
are, but they're like. All right,
they
so
started
Wendy's
okay in the
are
90s
best.
or whatever. Whenever you started eating nuggets or whatever, but I feel like every year
I mean,
their
I-
recipe just got worse and worse.
I mean,
Hold
I
up,
was
my
born
boy.
in the 90s.
Hayden Baker is here. Dude, thank you so much. It looks great, and Robert Pattinson embodies Chris. Everyone subscribe to his channel. Hayden, we got to get you on here soon. Let me know.
We're getting late now, but
You know
we
what
need to do a show where we're like rating the best actors right now. And not, I'm saying the best, but the ones that you would go to see, like the movie stars. And for me, that would be like Robert Pattinson, Sydney Sweeney. I'm not saying she's the best or he's the best, but it's like, I will go and pay money and get entertained. You know what I mean? Or
I don't think I've ever
know.
actually watched Sydney Sweeney in anything.
You ain't missing much. I mean, like, good for her that she's probably kind of based, but
she just
we
seems
gotta
like
get Hayden on
authentic
for that. You
and
guys would love
based.
Hayden.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I say based, just going against the narrative agenda.
The way she handled that one interview was fucking great.
Oh, that was great.
Which one?
And then
it was some chick.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll talk. This could be another PIMPCAST episode because
We should go over it. It was a really good interview. You could tell Mikey that she was just like the interviewer, ugly. Okay, I'm not going to call her ugly. She's not your typical.
I love it when like the
she's
nice
not your typical
one
on screen, especially right next to Sydney Sweeney. She's like,
there's a saying. She got the face she deserved.
My mom always says that.
It's my mom says
I've
it
done
too.
interviews. Like I've been interviewed before. I was recently interviewed for a veterans 9/11 type thing. And the guy was an awesome interview. And I'm like, hey, you should be sitting next to me and we should be doing this on screen. And he's like, no, I am an interviewer behind the screen. I will ask you questions and then we're going to make, an awesome thing about you. And I'm like, all right, man, you're awesome. He's been doing it for like 40 years and really cool guy. But yeah, it seemed like she should have been maybe behind the scenes. Okay, I'm not making fun of her. Now I kind of feel bad, but no,
I think
it was mainly the shit that she was saying. She's like, well, do you think you should have not made that comment about jeans in there?
Remind me, we're gonna pull this up on interview and analyze this like the Zapruder film because we're wrapping up. Like, because I also do have to wake up tomorrow.
Yeah,
dude, and then it's like
tonight.
It's like I'm supposed to wake up tomorrow early to go to this con, and tonight specifically, the night I can't is like 3 different people are like, "Hey, I need you for this," and I'm like, "Tonight." But anyway,
it's tough. Yeah, Glenn Powell is awesome. He's kind of getting in.
Glenn Powell, you too, Sydney Sweeney. Robert Pattinson, I'm with you. Hitting a second one for sure. Zendaya is having the best year for any actor in history.
She's making
right
some
now.
money. I don't know about her contracts, but Spider-Man, Dune, the Odyssey.
Oh yeah, she's in the Odyssey too.
She's set.
Yeah, damn. She's gonna be in like every top grossing movie this year. Well, before we wrap up, can I show you guys really quickly my absolute most anticipated movie of this year? It comes out in like 3 weeks. I don't know how I could wait another 3 weeks to see this. I am so excited. Oh my God. You're gonna love this. You're both gonna love this because it's spooky for Vaughn and it's like kind of retro for Drew. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this. Have you guys seen anything about Buddy?
No. Oh no. Yeah, have we gone over this?
What's that?
Have we talked about this already?
Did we?
I talked about it with somebody.
I have never heard of this, but it looks.
I'm so excited. Okay. So have you guys ever seen Too Many Cooks?
Yes.
No.
It's the creator of Too Many Cooks, his first movie.
Oh, this reminds me of. So I'm really into internet horror. So. We got to make a horror movie, Mikey. We got to.
I know.
See, I think I would see this because I was never into Barney, like other kids were my age.
I feel like all those 90s shows. Oh, look at that fucking rabbit.
See, I did not like did you guys go? I mean, you're younger,
So look
but
into there's some
Chuck E. Cheese. Well,
yes.
Okay, there was Chuck E. Cheese, and then there was Circus Pizza, Circus, whatever in my area, and it had those like Five Nights at Freddy's, like legit things, and I was never into them. They didn't scare me. Other kids were way into it, like it was cool, and I'm like, let me just go play the games and win some fucking prizes and all that stuff. Oh yeah, Euphoria.
I forgot about the drama. I want to see the drama. Did you
I don't
see
know
that?
what that is.
It's with Robert Pattinson. Here, wait. I meant to show this one because this trailer shows a little bit more. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
The show.
See, I'm almost wondering if the movie's gonna live. I miss these kind of ambiguous trailers.
I think
minimalist.
I've searched everywhere. And there's no mention of it.
Oh, look at that fucking bunny.
A show from the 90s. Yeah, but there's nothing.
Okay, so this reminds me of. This looks fucking great. So it reminds me of, if you guys have never, I'm big into creepypastas, like internet horror stories. There has been multiple that are about like lost children's media. 1999 is one you got to look into. If you guys never watched Creepcast, they cover them. But 1999 is one where it's like this kid would get access to the show that no one else would watch. It was really creepy. And it turns out that it was like a local show. And then there's one of my favorites, Candle Cove.
I was just gonna say, have you seen Channel Zero?
Candle Cove. I don't know if I've seen Channel Zero. That adapted Candle Cove. Was that what it did?
They adapted a different creepypasta each season. So season 1 is Candle Cove, and like each season gets better. It's so good.
Candle Cove.
But the show is called Channel Zero.
Mm.
Yeah, you would love it. Oh, I'm so excited for this movie. I'm so excited.
I'm down. Both of those.
What's up?
Yeah, you got good stuff so far, Mikey. We'll see. I'm gonna watch them. I'll at least be entertained.
I think it's when you guys weren't here, we were watching videos of like creepy 90s kids shows, which were terrifying.
I remember that episode.
Part of me wants to go back and watch Are You Afraid of the Dark, because that was my jam.
Oh, we've had this
Saturday night.
discussion.
What?
Mikey, I have horror ideas. We gotta make some kind of horror movie, dude.
We need to be the Midnight Society.
That just seems, I mean, I don't want to ruin my childhood nostalgia, and hopefully it's not bad, but I think
so
it would
good, dude. I have every episode. Oh my god. We
might have to do a weekly watch party, because this sounds
I am
way
so
more
down.
fun than
Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, Tales from the Crypt. I'm telling you, Vaughn, we got to get this happening.
Yeah,
I know he's a busy bee.
Dude, lately.
I know you got to go, Vaughn. This has been an awesome show.
It has been an awesome show. I gotta, because I don't know if I'm actually if I have another obligatory appearance to make or not, but I've been enjoying the fuck. I mean, I always, there's never really a miserable PIMPCAST experience. And let's keep it that way. I don't see how there would be, but I do want to say
chat.
I'm launching the campaign.
Looking at you, chat.
For now, actually, do you mind if I pull the trailer for not one but 2 different comics I got coming up?
Yeah, do it. Can you screen share? Mine kind of freezes when I screen
Yeah,
share.
sure. So Bats, who's been on the show, is writing a book in my universe. It's debuting alongside issue 5, which is my favorite issue of my series. It's the villain issue, so it's his backstory. And Drew, I actually sent. You can't share anything, but I actually sent Drew some questions. I'm like, hey, this guy's in the military. Question about this.
Oh, did I answer you? I did.
Yeah,
right?
but I gave you no context. So
Okay.
you actually did help me out significantly.
Good.
But
That's awesome.
yeah. So this kind of
was great.
recaps you in the first few issues.
When Dark Cloud froze me, I thought I was going to die.
Volume's low.
He told me that I wasn't a hero and that I was just a dumb kid. Awesome. He said that if I ever crossed paths with him again, he'd kill me.
He issued a similar warning to us shortly afterward. We still know little about Dark Cloud, but based on all of the data we have gathered on him, his warnings are to be heeded. He is a genuine threat to all he crosses, but underneath all of that mystery, bravado, armor, and weapons, lies a man, a criminal who threatened Phenomenova. And like all of his ilk, he will be brought to justice. Soon, I will acquire the answer to the question on all of our lips. Who is Dark Cloud.
Dark Cloud, rise. You still have a mission to finish. Do not let me down.
This is so cool.
Damn.
Oh, this is so badass.
That's good, man.
Thank you.
So
that's
good.
This is my.
Hey, if you need an actor,
Thank you. So then we got one more book, 2 books in the same campaign. Well, technically, you could catch up.
Oh, that was so good. That was so good.
dude.
This is Bats' book.
I just feel like I need to do this. I think I need to take on this responsibility.
Let's talk about a man's word. If you truly want or need to give your word to serve your country, I left for the war, and I was sure my heart was in the right place. We all were ready to do whatever we could for our country, to keep Austria safe. I can't take things for granted. That'd be a slap to their face. And we owe it to those who did not return to make sure this country's future never dies. So before you jump the gun, can you handle the weight?
Uneasy lies the head that wears a crown.
Oh, that's awesome.
I like the green.
That is badass.
Very cool.
So yeah, those are my books. We got Phenomenova is my superhero story. The Kickstarter is going to go live soon. Everyone, I'll put the link in the private chat, and then I already did. And also, The Wraith Crown is a new book in my universe. My world is set 20 years after World War III and follows a brand new generation of heroes. Dark Cloud has been our villain, who's been shrouded in mystery intentionally. So it's kind of hard to do that because it's like I feel like I should be humble. Like, I don't know if it's going to live up. But I wrote this years ago, and this has been my favorite issue consistently. It's my editors. Everyone who reads it, so I'm excited to finally reveal that. And then Bats pitched me a book where he's like, hey, what about a country that lost the war? And we decided to make Austria. We sacrificed Austria at the altar for the sake of storytelling. It's basically a superhero story with a fantasy twist. So if you are interested in either of those will be coming out soon. And yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I love
dude.
it.
That
was
is
so
so
good.
cool.
I'm so proud of you guys. You're
Yeah,
kicking
I like
ass.
creativity. Yeah,
Thank
especially
you.
people that can do things that I can't do, but I can appreciate it. That's so
Yeah.
awesome.
Anyone
I
can
could
write,
never
it just
do
takes
anything
work.
either, you
Now,
guys do.
I don't want to encourage bad writing ever because a lot of people are like, oh, anyone can write, and then you see what happens. Like, you see terrible ramifications.
Yeah, but you can
Disney
put
Star
something
Wars.
out there and get better and stuff
dude,
like
it is
that.
a lot of you don't realize how many logistics too. Like even I spent like an hour or 2 on the phone with a friend today for a story we've already spent hours on. Just like, and there'll be a little detail that just like eats at you. Yeah, God. But
That's
no,
good,
this
man.
has been. I'm glad it resonated, especially with people who have never don't know anything about Phenomenova.
Everyone's got their own thing, and you got to like figure it out and
Yeah.
pull through all the weeds and stuff, and it's not fun. But
I think you guys will like it. So
that's awesome. I like
I
it.
can't wait.
I like the idea.
Can I shill my current thing?
Do
No.
it.
Not on your channel.
Never.
So you guys, I am producing my very first series that I created, YouTube series, reality-ish series that I created and producing on my own. It has been my life goal to start my own production company, and this is the first project of my production company called Politidate. So let me tell you what it is.
Oh, I've been hearing about this.
Each episode will pair together 2 political opposites and send them on a first date. They'll have to answer question prompts. They'll have to have a discussion, maybe heated in some. And then at the end of the episode, each person votes on if they. I'm thinking what will be cool about this is that you never know. You know, you watch a debate, one of these debate videos, you know what everyone's going to say. You know it's going to happen every time. Each one will be different. Some of them will probably get nasty. Some of them might be very heated. However, maybe some will be sweet and they'll get past their differences and they'll go on a second date. So the important thing, we are casting. The application is on. It is Okay, so it is on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at Politidate, or on X at Politidate USA. Apply for Politidate if you're a man.
Send this
woman.
link to me via messages, Mike, and then I'm about to go on another stream. I'm gonna pull it up. Dude, I'm excited.
But yeah, liberal, conservative, straight, gay, whatever you are, I got an application from a conservative trans man, and now I need to find him a leftist trans woman. Can you imagine what that episode is going to be like?
Dude, that is
like you're on to something here.
Like, this is good.
Yeah, you're on to
all I
something.
want, listen, no nose piercings, Mike. Not allowing that.
Oh yeah, Vaughn, you might see Vaughnie on Politidate. Can we convince Drew to come on Politidate too? Is the question.
I keep my personal stuff personal when it comes.
I don't
to
wait.
Which is why you're the smart one.
I'm an entertainer, so to me, it's like because I told Mike this flat out the gate. I'm like, if I'm getting the vibe, like I gotta either has to be a good date or a fun show. It can't be neither, right? So now that being said. I am a respecter of women, well, within reason.
You? You?
If they earn it, basically, Vaughn.
Well, it's like, well, no, you get it, but I will take it away if you disearn it.
I'll take it away, give it back, and then dangle it. No, you almost got it.
You have respect on default, but if I'll take that shit away, if I feel like it's kind of like when mom goes, no dinner for you tonight. That's what I'm like. No respect for you if you act up. Now, that being
Vaughn missed some dinners.
Vaughn should have asked Lauren if she was single. She brought which one was up earlier.
B read my mind. I was so disappointed when she said her boyfriend.
She said her boyfriend. Yeah, I know. I was
planning y'all's love story in my head.
Mike, she said New Jersey, and Mike is like, Vaughn, this is the girl for you. And I'm like, dude, you know what? It's okay. She has I'm very happy for her boyfriend.
Hey,
in
the
breakup. Hopefully,
in the words of Lex Luthor in the show Smallville, boyfriend, or he said, high school boyfriends are not husbands; they're obstacles.
Listen,
you read my mind. Though.
No offense to Lauren. Lauren is great.
Lauren,
I wish you
Lauren,
two the
I
best.
hope you and your
Just
boyfriend
kidding.
have a fantastic life, and
Yeah,
I
I
disavow
hope you're
these
happy,
two
whatever
gentlemen
happens.
in the strongest possible terms. Let the record show.
But yes, the point was apply to Politidate. So.
Dude, this is fucking
great. I got some news coming soon that probably next week I can say what's been going on. So I'll be able
Don't
to
be cringe,
it's
Mikey.
either going to be filming in Orlando or it's going to be filming in the DC area and then future episodes will be in all different cities. But at the moment we're casting in Orlando. If you're near DC or not far, apply though, because that might change. So yeah, apply for Politidate. Drew, what have you got coming up? Where can people find you?
Not a lot, man. I am hanging out in my Fortress of Solitude, my ice cave. I'm trying to stay as not warm as possible, staying as cool. I was telling Vaughn about this. I just got a new cooling vest. It sounds pretty lame, but it's like an ice pack. It looks like
sounds fun. No, it sounds cool as shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like Mr. Freeze.
Well, basically, yeah. Like I need it to cool me down. You know what? I'm gonna go with that, Mikey. Thanks for saying that. Yeah. I just need some more like pads and stuff like that, and I will be Mr. Freeze. You know what? Here's your preview for next week. I will show the cooling vest on the next show. So
you guys got to tune in now.
Yep, that's what I have coming up, Mikey. I am going to show the cooling vest in all its glory, and I'll be able to survive the summer. But other than that, I'm just hosting parties I call it the Sweet Life, in my company's suite at this amphitheater, this brand new amphitheater. So it's very local, but we're having such a blast. We had Guns N' Roses on Saturday. We had Neo and Akon last night. Who else? I'm blanking. I've seen so many now. It's really cool. I get to experience all these different genres of music all in just like every couple days. So,
is Ariana Grande coming there?
No, haven't it? No. Oh, we had Kesha this past week. I didn't go to that one. I sold out as many tickets to ladies. There were a lot of good ladies, Vaughn, that were in my suite that night at Kesha. Yep.
Very interestingly, well, I guess I was like, oh, why?
It was like moms and their daughters. So I don't know if you'd go for their I forgot how old.
Why
he is.
did you fucking dude? This is like you gave me a gold and then just ripped it from me. Like why?
Well,
did
it's
you
like
fucking-
Kesha and Hillary Duff. It's like who? I don't know who the audience are for these people.
Dude, Kesha girls. I feel like Kesha girls are the kind of girls I need to get the fuck away from. They're not.
I was
good for
gonna say
my
Kesha
health.
girls are the kind you want to pair Vaughn with on Polita.
All I heard was glitter,
Dude,
and I'm like,
on
I have
look,
no
what
idea
an
what you're talking
entertaining
about. I heard like
show.
the one Kesha song from like 20 years ago.
Anyway,
but yeah, I'm doing a lot of music stuff. I need
Dude,
to get.
I
That's
already
why I want
have
to get
my
back
op-
more into
I'll tell you
Batman,
off air.
Terminator 2, Tales from the Crypt. We need some viewing parties. Let's make this happen.
All right, Mike, off air, I'm going to tell you what I think my opening approach for Polita Day is going to be. But
I'm so excited. I'm
are
so
you-
excited.
All right.
So we thank you guys. Thank you, chat fam, for hanging out. I will be live again on Monday with I Lift for Donuts, who is a based lesbian. We are bringing the lesbians in.
I'm going to be
and then we'll
going
be
on.
live-
No,
What's that?
sorry. Real quick, right after this, I'm going to my friend Zaid Comics, Z-A-I-D Comics. Pear is on there, who's been on the show before. My friend Phil. I'm going to be hanging out with them for little bit afterwards, and then I'll be out. So anyway,
Go
continue.
follow. What was it? Zaid.
Zaid Comics. Yeah, Zaid Comics.
Okay, so like aid as in AIDS, but with a Z. in
Zaid.
front.
Of course you'd say that.
Of course you fucking would.
Go over there. Watch me hang out with the lesbian on Monday. We will be back next Thursday with Nina Infinity.
Yes.
Yes.
I've
I
been
love
chatting with Nina or like back and forth on X for a couple years or whatever it's like. I'm looking forward to like talking with her on a stream.
Yeah, I've been
I
on
love
stream
her. She's
for,
like one of
months.
my oldest YouTube friends.
Mhm.
But thank you guys so much for hanging out. And thank you guys. This was so much fun. We haven't done
This
one
was a
just the
fun
three of
one.
us in a long time. This was
Yeah,
awesome.
it's been a minute.
Yeah, chat, let us know. Do you like seeing a guest for like the first hour and then the boys after that? Or we
Yeah, I think we
combine it?
deport our guests against their will. After I was having fun. Out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys soon. Love you. Have a good one. Mwah. Bye, y'all.